1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me make sure everything is on. Let's go live on Instagram. Let the people know that we out here. We got a lot to talk about today. There's a lot of things going on. If y'all could see my list, the list is crazy long. So salute to everybody who's popping in right now. Salute to the people on Instagram Live who are popping up right now. It's going down. VYBZ KARTEL is free. You know what I'm saying? The world boss has touched the road. There's a lot of things going on. Big salute to everybody who's popping up in the chat as well. Big salute to everybody who's popping up over here on Instagram. If you see me on the gram, then you know it's real. We are live on YouTube right now, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Big salute to Old John Crow 416 Trackstar Music. Just popping up in the chat right now. AGB the Dawn popping up in the chat right now. We got a busy one today. Let me do a couple of shares in the background to let the people know that we are out here. Do the same if you feel like. You share it up on your Twitter or on your X account. Let the people know on Instagram that we are out here. Rude Boss, what up? One thing I forgot to do, and I will do right now, is I'm going to put a link in the chat if y'all want to join the conversation. There's a lot of different things that we need to discuss today, so I would love to hear y'all input on this. Let me just make sure to put that in there. Join the convo. Bong. Bong. All right. Join the conversation if y'all want to get interactive with this whole thing here. List of topics. Let's get to a list of topics. Let me make sure I pin this in the chat over here. Pong. All right, let me get to my list. VYBZ KARTEL, he has touched the road, like I mentioned. That's also in the title on the video here. We're gonna get a update on the Julio Fulio murder and the people who got arrested around it. Not Like Us, getting played in History nightclub over here in Toronto, as well as Sir from TDE not being able to come down here. Show got canceled. Also, some Toronto news. Top 5 gets a message from Rick Ross's baby mother. Ooh, crazy. I don't know what's going on with that right there. Tory Lanez, we got to give you an update on the whole Tory Lanez stuff. Also, I want to give a big salute to What's the Dirt. That interview is dropping tomorrow, but he's been going through a little bit of controversy around his video that he's about to drop soon for Family Matters. Big salute to Zeti, aka Zeti, in the building over there on Instagram. Pop out, we out here. Who else is over here? Jay Sasa over on Instagram. Salute. What else I got on the list? I got a long list, so we might have to do an extended live today. Toronto DJs. They're moving nasty, dirty. Okay. It's been looking a little shady for a few Toronto DJs as far as SA accusations and a few other things. So we definitely got to get into that. ASAP Rocky seems like he's gearing up to go at the boy Drizzy Drake. I don't know how much damage that's going to do, but he's planning on something. So let's tap into that a little bit and see what's going on. The Game and YG from the West Coast, stay out there catching predators. I want to look into that as well. mrbeast has been exposed for a lot of stuff. It's been going crazy. And last but not least, hip hop gets super political. Big salute to Gucci, aka Gucci 416 in the building. For all the people on Instagram, pop out. youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Let's get it popping. All right. Make yourself be seen. Big salute to anybody who's popping up in the chat right now. What I need to do here, quick, fast. You know what I want to show y'all while I'm sharing this video here to make sure everybody's out here. I'm going to show y'all just a quick documentary that I'm very proud of. Just finished up yesterday. I finished doing the editing for, and now I'm just trying to decide exactly what day to drop the premiere for this. I might drop it on Friday, But y'all let me know in the comments when I should drop this. Let me pull it up on the screen so y'all can see here. It's all of the Toronto, any Toronto rapper that has dissed Drake in the past. I have put this all into one video for y'all for your viewing enjoyment. We covered the Aristo beef. You know what? Let's go to the Aristo beef. Aristo was a young artist coming from a spot right outside of Toronto called Brampton. He was also part of a crew called Team Offense with other artists like Littles the General, R.I.P., Sazy, Caesar Leon. Let me know if it was good. And Quick Matthews.
I have history with Drake. I don't know if you remember Team Offense.
I do.
In the Wise Guys.
My spaceship was invaded by an alien face with the alias Drake, but I stay with a stake, not the one that ate off your plate. The harpoon I'm about to place in your heart soon.
This is me, bro. I remember everything.
I don't know.
There's a few different beefs that got covered.
For the blicky, like what's really good. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, one, before I could even touch the car door, you see what I'm saying? Before I could even grab the door, my nigga Sean hits me up, my nigga Getty. He's like, yo, this guy just called me, man. He said, yo, come back and talk about this like men. So I'm like, before I even could walk to the car, this nigga called my homies. I'm like, you know what? I feel like it's a setup anyway, so I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Drake was already moving around in the U.S., writing for Dr. Dre's writing camps and more, so he wasn't as concerned with the Toronto scene. Drake was on the rise, and one night after a Young Money show in Miami, Drake hit the club to continue to party with Lil Wayne and others. Coincidentally, Big Page was at the same club in the VIP section. According to Big Page, as soon as Drake saw him, Drake whispered to a security guard, and subsequently, Big Page was asked to leave the club.
Keep the peace and just, you know what I mean?
So listen, there's a few different beefs that get covered in this here. I feel like I did some of my best work as far as putting together the research. The research, I'm not going to lie, besides just hitting up a few people behind the scenes, a lot of this stuff has been off of recollection. Like this.
Your hoodie.
And part of the thing up through the streets and the Toronto jails doing time from when he was a juvenile. He was also a full patch member of the Rough Riders Biker Club, but I'm not sure if that's where it ends. From a fight in a nightclub in late 2015, things got a little ugly for Dre Bars and his team when they ran into some of the OVO goons and things got heated.
I don't like that side. I was good with these guys. I've done enough time with their whole like I'm certified.
Yeah.
Like, and they're certified. Those guys, I don't necessarily know them too tough. But whatever. We're in a club one night. Situation happened with a homie of mine who's not here no more.
Success. What?
R.I.P. to him.
R.I.P.
Bang out, you know, fighting in the club. We took L's. It was like.
So listen, I want y'all to make sure, give me a date when I should drop this. Let me know when I should drop this video, because there's 5 people that are in this video. It's titled "Every Time a Toronto Rapper Diss Drake." Okay, so definitely a must see. A lot of information that has never been revealed to these internet streets before. So the first accounts and the first time that these stories have ever been told are going to be in this video right here, including like some of the stuff that people already know about, like the Aristo shit. You know what I'm saying? There's more details on the Aristo story than a lot of people knew or were able to find online. So I've been able to bring it to you, aka Ricky bringing up old shit. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, quick salute to the sponsors. Big salute. Big salute to Diamond Club. Okay, they're a carrier of cans and many other very dope 420 type ish. Okay, hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. If you need delivery across the GTA or across Canada, make sure to use the code We Love Hip Hop. All right, and you get a discount on anything on the menu. That's anything. All right, big salute to Diamond Club. Also, if you need some blem, something to mix with that Diamond Club, hit up Steamin' Hot Grabber, okay? Official grabber of the We Love Hip Hop Network. Hit them up on their Instagram page if you want anything on the menu. Steamin' Hot Grabber. They do delivery across the GTA as well. Use the code We Love Hip Hop and get yourself a little discount. Big salute to Down to Earth Network in the building. We're going to get into it, man. Let's get into the first topic that I have on the list here. I was going to go into the Fulio stuff, but I got breaking news right when I was about to start the live, seeing that the world boss, aka VYBZ KARTEL, has been freed up. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Let me go back to my presentation here. Let's see what we can find on these YouTube screens. I'm sure YouTube's already started putting out videos about it. VYBZ KARTEL. 2 hours ago. 1 hour ago. Retrial or set free. Breaking news, VYBZ KARTEL. Okay, here we go. Let me see this one here.
Me just say, me never bring no gun that day. No run on me.
No copyrights.
I like the place, you know. I give you the best review.
People, bumba blood clot. You don't know,
This nigga say bumba blood clot.
it was dark again. Lockdown Whitehall. Gunshot from southern till night. People,
Watch him.
VYBZ KARTEL
Jeez.
is now a free man. Free.
Is this official video? Hold on, let me go back here. I want to check out the fit. Did somebody send this in for him so that when he comes out or when he forwards that he'll have a nice clean white suit? Because if that's the case, goated.
VYBZ KARTEL is now a free man. Free. Yeah, so the free sound and then a joke thing, viewers and subscribers, I'm excited if you telling the news. You see me? It passed.
I'm gonna go on Twitter and check out.
Remember, I've been telling you from a long time, say, him a go free that area and I know the year can come. See the area. VYBZ KARTEL is now a free man. July the 31st, 2024. VYBZ KARTEL is now a free person walking down Pum Pum Street, brawling. You see me? I say, people, this is nothing ordinary. This is so exciting for dancehall. And let me tell you why I say so. The dog will go forward back. The dog will
y'all can understand this, right?
The rightful aspect.
I don't know if everybody can understand patois.
And bring back him vocal strings and deliver some blood clot music. Him go make some rotted money, bro. Upon a phone him voice, everything pan. And make him better any money. Put any.
Let me show y'all something else here. Based on this new update. Big salute to VYBZ KARTEL. Big salute to his family. How long was VYBZ gone for? We'll pull up some articles. Watch this.
However, speculations online as to whether or not the DJ will perform on Dance All Night at the greatest.
I think it's some old footage.
In other news, stock sales rise again.
The man, he almost dragged that dude to the floor. That's some old footage. Let me see if we can find something that is very up to date on as far as an article. VYBZ KARTEL freed by Court of Appeals in landmark decision. Let's go to this. Is there an article that I can find? So dancehall star VYBZ KARTEL is freed. The court appeal just ruled that he and his 3 co-accused should not be retried for murder. Freedom, a day before Jamaica celebrates Emancipation Day, caps the almost 13-year journey of the arrest, trial, conviction, and successful appeal. 13 years. Wow. That's crazy. Let me ask you all a question Let me ask you all a question about the whole VYBZ KARTEL. Is this right? Is it good? Because I know some people may believe different, right? Some people may believe he murked them people. You know what I'm saying? Him and his people murked them people. Good. And that VYBZ is free. Bare question marks. Okay. It might be a stupid question because people are gonna be like, duh. I doubt there's a lot of people in this audience who are like, nah, keep him. But you know, some people may believe differently. Let me see what else they got on Twitter for this. Twitter's going crazy. Twitter's going absolutely nuts. Let me see if I can find some articles here for us here, gang. That's a little bit more up to date as far as this whole VYBZ Kartel thing. Let's do that. VYBZ Kartel. I went in here already. Let's do Fox News. I'll put it up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so VYBZ Kartel dancehall star to be released after a year behind bars. How old is this article? Hold on quick fast. This is from an hour ago. Okay, courtesy of Fox News.
Thinking of taking your business online?
Oh,
GoDaddy.
Let's go.
Well, it looks like dancehall star VYBZ Kartel will remain behind bars for now.
All right, the Court of Appeal in Jamaica still has not made a decision on whether to grant the prosecution's request for a retrial.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers has been on top of this case from the very start. She joins us now in studio with the very latest. Lisa?
Well, Natasha and Steve, it was another court session and another delay for dancehall music superstar VYBZ Kartel and his co-defendants. They had hoped to learn their fate today, but the Jamaica Court of Appeal says it needs more time before making its decision. In the meantime, Kartel remains behind bars with his health deteriorating every day he goes without life-saving surgery. Isaac Buchanan, attorney for Adidja Palmer, known around the world to his millions of fans as chart-topping musician VYBZ Kartel, sounded optimistic when we spoke with him right after the appeal court hearing. He says the court will give their decision by the end of their current term in July.
The end of the current term in July, so it's the 31st today.
We filed so much more paperwork than previously in response to the prosecution. The prosecution concluded their submissions and the defense team responded, myself and John Clark. The matter is reserved for the written judgment.
Kartel and 3 other men have been behind bars since their 2011 arrest and 2014 conviction for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. A decade later, on March 14th, 2024, the Privy Council of the United Kingdom quashed their conviction.
Okay, so here's the issue that I'm having, because now I'm hearing conflicting stories.
Overturning it. National trial attorney.
Because this is from an hour ago. They're saying that the man is still behind bars. VYBZ Kartel, Jamaican star. Okay, let me see this here. Okay. This is better. This looks like a more up-to-date. No. This is a picture from 2012. Kingston, Jamaica, entertainer VYBZ Kartel and his co-accused were set free on Wednesday after the Court of Appeals ruled against retrying them for murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The judgment has been handed down a short while ago. Okay, this seems to be a little bit more up to date. The decision was made by the 3-judge panel, including Justice Marva McDonald Bishop, Paulette Williams, and David Frazier. Before the ruling, the abbreviated summary was provided to the sole purpose of assessing the members of the public with understanding the matter. The full judgment will be available on this thing here. Ooh. Let me copy that. We'll get to that in a second. VYBZ Kartel, real name, blah, blah. And their other 2 guys here were convicted in September of 2011 for murder of Williams. And yeah, we already know all of that part. Let's go to this website right here. Uno momento. Court of Appeals, Jamaica. Let me pull it up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at here. There's a fly in here going crazy. I'm about to go kill. Let's put in VYBZ Kartel's name here first. Let me just find his name here again. Adidja Palmer. And let's look him up. Okay, here's some stuff here. Just the most recent shit. September 25th, 2020. Nope. I guess it hasn't been updated. April 2020. Yeah, this hasn't been completely updated yet. And this is the Court of Appeals Jamaica's website that we're on right now. You know what I'm saying? Big up the VYBZ Kartel. What y'all think, man? The man's free. He's a free man now. There's no more, you know, he can get back to doing his music. He's been putting out music either way since he's been locked up. I think VYBZ Kartel is one of the first people who really pushed the envelope on really getting music done from inside from jail, because he released multiple songs while he was inside. But big up to VYBZ Kartel. Let me go on Instagram, because Instagram's been going crazy. There's been enough people just like celebrating the hell out of this right now. Let me pull up my Instagram page. I seen that dude McFly. He's out here going nuts.
Oh, and I'm wearing the shirt. Oh, and I'm wearing the shirt. Oh.
And as far as like other like people online, there's just been there are people advertising, right? Academics obviously, Keeps It Solid, VYBZ Kartel, a free man, right? Pretty much playing the same thing I played before. So there we have it, man. Big salute to VYBZ Kartel. Big salute to his family. I'm sure after 13 years, they're happy to see him on road. 13 years is a stretch, especially with the man having health issues. I'm sure that he's super happy to be on road right now. Big salute to VYBZ Kartel. Let's move on though. Until he does something that like is real notable, there's not really much more news to give on that, right? Like it's not. Hold on 1 second here. You're. What are you saying, bro?
Well, go on.
Dad, what are you saying? Where you calling from?
I'm actually living in Jamaica, bro. Calling from a yard, you know, to the world boss free, you see?
Yo, so what is it like out there right now? What's the temperature out there?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, still everybody happy. World boss free, you understand? Street up, is it? That is it.
Yo, that's crazy. There must be a parade going on in the streets right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, man. Let me be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. There is a proportion of the local public that didn't want it to happen. As you would imagine, you know, you always have the people who don't want this to happen, the naysayers, you know what I mean? But you obviously know the streets want it to happen, because that's where you come from, the streets, you understand? So,
for sure.
But I would say it's at 80-20% wanted him to come out and be free. Do you understand?
Yo, you know what? It's funny you say that, because I'm looking at the poll that I have here up on my on YouTube, and it's saying 75% yes, and I guess the other 25% no. They don't like that he's free.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Same thing out here, man. And also, I'm very cool with everyone. Most people in the entertainment space.
You're cutting out a little bit, bro. Yo.
So I can imagine, right?
Yo, you're cutting out, bro. You're cutting out. You're cutting in and out.
It's supposed to be this weekend in Jamaica. Just for like the Carter music, just to. You can hear me,
brother. You gotta fix your
Yo.
Say something.
The Wi-Fi.
Yeah, something about the.
All right, I'm gonna call back in. Give me like 1 minute. I'm gonna call back in. Okay.
All right, brother.
There,
Bless.
go.
Salute to John. Salute to John. Let me get him out of the studio. Boom. Yeah, mans are calling in from Jamaica right now, yo. I could imagine that right now people in Jamaica are going crazy, 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 crazy. Let's give this brother a chance to call back. His Wi-Fi was on some yeesh. It was kind of spooky for a second, bro. There's one thing also, if y'all see the title of this video that I have here, Toronto is off limits. It's definitely something that we're going to get to just now as far as the whole the Sir Show that was supposed to go down here. I don't know if it was going to be at Club History. I didn't even listen. I'm not an R&B guy like that, or I don't really know what Sir does. Sir does R&B, right? But yeah, it's a no-go. I don't think anybody who's TDE related is going to be coming down to Toronto for a long time. And, you know, I just want to, you know, get into that as soon as we get through this VYBZ Kartel shit, because I want to know if y'all think this is the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this brother's showing back up here. Yeah. Big salute to VYBZ Kartel. Big salute to all the people in Jamaica as well who are celebrating, who are happy that he's home. And, you know, I know there's some people who are not happy, obviously, like I asked in the poll here. There's some people who feel that these guys are cold-blooded killers. They don't deserve to be free. You know what? 25 years is what you're supposed to get when you get convicted for murder. Man's home in 13. It's a good appeal right there. He's got some good lawyers. They've been working hard. Big salute to Juicy Hamburger in the chat as well. Let's get to the next story though. Yeah, salute to VYBZ Kartel. Salute to VYBZ Kartel. Yeah. Let me get to this not like us shit actually before we get to this Sir shit. Because I don't know, that kind of, I want to get y'all opinion on this. Let me know if y'all think this is right. I know I had it on my personal page. Here we go. This is over at Club History. Actually, there's somebody who has a better angle of this. Hold on. Let me go up on Yazzer's page. Salute to Yazzer over there in the West Coast. She had a way better angle of this shit. Is this? She posted. Oh, here we go. Yo, these guys have phones in the air. Wagwan. Oh. Hold on.
You can hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you way better now.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, on the streets up, I actually just got a call. Someone say, "Oh, it's gonna be a party tonight celebrating the freedom." So that's why it was breaking up. That's crazy.
Okay, so there's gonna be some jams over there tonight.
Yeah, man. Things gonna go up.
What part of Jamaica you in?
I'm in Kingston, bro. I'm in Kingston.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So you know what I mean.
You're on front page.
You know, it's the same thing with like the same way they celebrate Carter, the same way they celebrate Drake out here. Out here in Jamaica, they love Drake out here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So okay, let me ask you something quick, fast, and then I want to ask you something about Drake. Okay.
No problem.
So with the whole cartel thing, what do you think is his next move?
I think focus in his health, get his health up, get things straightened out on his health, and then I was gonna.
Internet's spooky right now, broski.
Yo.
Yeah, your internet's kind of spooky right now, bro.
I heard. All right, hold on. I'm gonna adjust my. All right, how about this? I'm gonna change my setting. All right, does this work now?
Sounds better. Keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the situation. He's just focusing on his health. I think that's the first step.
Okay. So now with the whole Drake thing, he had this whole battle with Kendrick Lamar. The whole world has been tapped in. You say they love Drake over there in Jamaica. You're in Kingston. So you're in the more part of Jamaica where tourists go. What's the temperature on Drake right now? I think we might have lost him. Yo. Yeah, we lost him.
They do.
Yeah, bro, your internet is I don't know if we can do this today, bro. Your internet is crazy.
Yeah, man.
We'll tap in soon though, brother. Done no. I'm gonna have to get him out of there, bro. Holy. Man's on that Camcon right there, or what do you call that? I don't know. Let's get him out of there. But yeah, let's get back to this. And DJ Illinois, you said that this is Montreal, possibly? Put me on. You got a little bit more information on this whole thing here? This whole Not Like Us being played?
Yeah, fucking no.
Because this doesn't look like history. I've been in club history before. This is DJ Scheme. You're saying this is not here? Illinois, pop in, man. Pop in. Give me some more information on this. Because they're saying that this is on some Toronto shit. This is the first thing that I seen when I seen it on the Toronto pages. Where did I see this first? Even I think Academics had this on his page, and he had it as Toronto as well. And that is supposed to be the source. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm a pretty reputable source too. This is what Schoolboy Q was saying. Schoolboy Q and Ski Mask Slump God react to DJ Scheme playing Not Like Us in the same venue that canceled Schoolboy Q's show in Toronto. Okay. So I don't know, man. You're saying that this is not Toronto? Right? It's supposed to be club history that this guy played in. You know what the best thing to do? Look it up. Look it up. Let's look it up together, gang. Let us look it up together. That song, man, Jesus Christ. People have been getting at us. They're saying, because we've been saying that the song at this point is kind of mid. I don't think the song's trash. I just don't think that this is Kendrick's best work, but I digress. We won't even get into that. DJ Scheme, Toronto. Let's do that. I have reacts. Let's see. Club history. Let's do that. Club history. There's bare videos on it, obviously. Exclaim Magazine. I want to see the booking. Let's go on to Club History's website. Club History. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's go to some dates that passed. Let's look for DJ Scheme. We're going to get to the bottom of this, gang. It could have been a past show, so I don't know if it would show up on the thing. It's Montreal. Yo, Illinois, the link is in the chat. I need you to jump in and give me some more information on this. Let's do this. DJ Scheme, Montreal. Because if this is the case, then there's mad people who just ran with this. X-File sound, please. What was the club for this? Hold on, let me switch the screen. These guys try to play a fast one on us. No. Okay, so here's the flyer. It's at long porn. No, this is August. This is August. My bad. This is August. This is an event for August. My bad. Doing too much. Let's go back to the page that I was originally on. Don't worry, gang. We're gonna crack this case. Montreal. Let's see if we can search up something in here. DJ Scheme. No matches. DJ Scheme, Montreal. Metellus. Oh. The Metellus. Y'all ain't low. Y'all ain't low. Y'all ain't low. Oh. Listen, I'm from Montreal, but of course they would be having not like us blaring off in the spot in Montreal, everybody going crazy. I seen Exclaim magazine even saying that I was at History. Fake news. Juicy Hamburger says definitely in Toronto. Really? I don't know. Does this look like the same venue as this right here? Let's pull up the page again. Now let's do the Yazzer one. The Yazzer one was better. This right here. Okay, let's compare this. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. Don said, you blind. What the F you talking about? What you mean? It's not the same place? Or am I capping? Or am I caping? Or am I wrong? Okay. This looks like pretty much the same place as this one right here. I'm just saying. This is from a day ago. Today is the 30th or 31st. Yesterday was the 30th. Mine was posted a day ago, right? July 30th. So then the show would have been the 29th. Let's see what was happening on the 29th over at Club History. That'll help, no? I'm just saying, people might think that I'm not objective because I'm over here in Toronto. I'm trying to be as objective as possible. Like real shit. Let's see what happened in Club History. July 29th. Okay. I don't want to know what was on the 31st. I want to know what was on before. Concerts. Hold on, let's go back. What was on their last post? 3 hours ago. 29th. Slump God tonight. Okay. We're getting there. This might not be Montreal. Ski Mask Slump God. It was at History Nightclub on 2 days ago. So on the 29th. So yes. Can we blame Ski Mask, the Slump God, for this right here? Because I guess this is Ski Mask, the Slump God's DJ. This can't be his Instagram. There's no way. Does this guy not have a friggin' Instagram? Gang, give me what Ski Mask Slump God's Instagram page is. Yeah, we're getting to it. I'm realizing it was Toronto. They were in Montreal the 28th, the night before. There we go. Okay, tour dates. Dun, 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 dun. Toronto, 29th. Yeah. We got him. Yeah. That's a sad thing. That is sad shit. Wow. Sorry we had to take the scenic route to get here. I just wanted to make sure. Because he was in Montreal the night before. And Montreal, with all due respect, they're kind of prone to hate on Drake. This is nasty. Oof. Punch in the stomach. Oh, shit. Oh, I got a new question for y'all. Jesus Christ, this is dirty. Does Drake need a rebrand? Because this is nasty. You know, actually, no. Other question. Is Toronto turning on Drake? That's what I want to know. Jesus Christ. Somebody said a rebrand after 15 years. Yeah, I know. I had to change that question. That was a crazy question. Because listen, man, you got this happening. You got the boy Fred Durst.
Gotta like the guy. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because he's representing Canada, and Canada's fucking dope, dude. All right? You don't like Canada? You're bullshitting me, girl. Well, I'm gonna show you how we've been partying in Canada since fucking 1999. No shit. I got mad respect for all Canadians. I don't give a fuck about no boundaries, no nothing. I used to roll up in this bitch, for real. I'd roll right past the border, man. I'd walk up to that tough-ass security guy, and I'd say, if only we could fly!
Sorry. Yeah, Fred likes him, but they were hating before. All right, this is the scene earlier.
Did you know Drake's here tonight? I thought Drake was your homie. What? No?
So what? Y'all ain't got no love for Drake? I feel like Andre 3000 over there on or no, sorry, I feel like Snoop over at the Source Awards. Y'all ain't got no love for the West Coast? Y'all ain't got no love for Drake? God damn. If niggas like, look how crazy. You know what? The Yazzer video is way better. I should have just kept on playing the Yazzer video. My dumb cope ass was wishing that this was Montreal. God damn. This is making my head hurt, man.
Yeah, fucking love.
Don's like, they not like us. Yo, Independence Day has been extended to the whole month. Oh, man. Niggas is draped in American flag since Kendrick came out with that track right there. Y'all ain't like us. You Canucks. Keep that A shit over there. We don't even eat Canadian bacon down here no more. That's banned. God damn. Listen, man. The things that Drake do not reflect on the whole Toronto culture and Toronto people as a whole. Okay? Drake's beef is Drake's beef. But this is nasty work. God damn. Why are they so happy? Let me check on this poll right here. Pause. It says 71%. I asked the question, is Toronto turning on Drake? 71% says yes, 29% says no. Yeah. Y'all are believing the hype on this. It's like, it's not even believing the hype. It's the evidence is right there. You got a nightclub that this guy has influence in, that Schoolboy Q clearly was banned from going to. However, it's not just a Schoolboy Q thing with history. I don't know where Sir was supposed to perform. But Jesus Christ. And this is not the first place that played Not Like Us in Toronto. Don't get it twisted. They play that song out here. There's a lot of parties. I've seen videos early in when the song first dropped where people were jamming to the tune out here in Toronto. But now, just the way that it's been moving for the last month or so, jeez, that song got legs. Black Pudding TV says DJ Premier said about 10 years ago that Drake and Lil Wayne were bringing lyricism back in rap. Well, I agree. But damn. Y'all think Drake's going to come back with more shit? Like, do you think it would be a wise move at this point? Because there's been inklings, there's been people saying that Drizzy has more tunes for Kendrick, that the battle's not over. Is that a wise move, or should he just end this shit? Because Jesus Christ, the repercussions of this battle has been ugly. From Schoolboy Q not being able to perform here, the whole Rick Ross incident with Rick Ross getting his head thumped, Sam Snead getting his chain snatched. There's been a ripple effect that happened with this. All right, there's people saying in the comments it's not that serious. Are you sure about that? Like, I don't think Rick Ross and his crew might feel the same about that. I think it got that serious. It wasn't supposed to get that serious. But here we are. Like people's money, even though they're saying that Schoolboy Q got all his money in advance, which is a rare practice to me. I don't know if I completely believe that. Of like a promoter just giving you all of your money. You're in a complete another country, and they're like, here, take all of the money for the show, the front end and the back end. It sounds good. Like, oh, we got all our money anyway, so who cares? But maybe not. So now people's money is getting affected. If that's the case, if Schoolboy Q didn't get all his money. Hold up. Yo,
what up?
What up? Illinois is in the building.
What going on, yo?
There.
Yeah, so
I
thought that video was in Toronto too when I first seen it, because I was watching Showface News, right? I watched a bunch of podcasts. Showface News is always on. He's on Drake's neck like you don't even know, bro.
Yo, there's a few people out there that are on this guy's neck.
But shout out to Showface, but like he he put it up there. I was like, hold on, and then I looked at the thing, and then he something. I don't remember what came up, but he's like, oh, somebody said that it was in Montreal. And I was like, oh, so then I Googled it, and it said that. So basically, usually when parties go on, when I just Googled it now, just to prove myself, right? Like to prove the theory, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the party, it said Scheme tickets were on sale in Montreal for this club. I don't know which club it was again, but they said it was on sale on the 20th or for the 28th. So usually the show will go on to the 28th, 29th, going into the 29th, right? So after midnight is probably when that happened, which means that could have been that had to have been in Montreal, because there's nothing saying Schemes in history when you Google it.
Yeah, but he's the DJ for whatchamacallit, Ski Master Slump God.
Okay.
So when you see the Ski Master Slump God show was on the 28th in Montreal, and then he was on the 29th over here in Toronto, over at Club History.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's sticky still.
Yeah, like put it this way, he probably did the same thing in Montreal.
Yeah.
It's just that we didn't get the footage, or the footage won't hit as hard if you see it in Montreal.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. But like now that he went from Montreal, he drove his little 6 hours. They could have done it in 4, got down over here, and they're like, okay, let's post this one. But that's probably a routine that they do nightly.
Yeah, 100%. That's a routine show that they do everywhere they go. 100%.
Damn, I didn't know Ski Mask Slump God still had it like that. That he had a crowd. he had a crowd in there, man.
Right. It's crazy.
So, what are your thoughts, fam? Do you think that Toronto is turning on Drake, like the Fred Durst show or the Limp Bizkit show? They're booing him. This Club History now that we've unveiled.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers clowned him too.
What?
When they were down here like a week.
Oh yeah.
They put up.
They're like, we're off of this.
Yeah.
And they were playing the song in the background.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
But like Toronto is not. Nobody's getting mad at them. Like obviously, okay, they stopped Schoolboy Q from coming here. In Vancouver, they stood on business when it came to Rick Ross playing the song. But Toronto's not defending shit. At this point, Vancouver's standing on more business than us.
Right? There ain't nobody really saying nothing up here. Everybody just allowing it.
Dog, they're not just allowing it. They're doing this. This is Toronto. We've now unpatched that this is Toronto.
But was that show an all ages show?
I don't know. Let me see here.
If it was an all ages show, kids are singing that all day up here, man.
Well, I did a video that didn't do too well as far as the algorithm. Like it did okay with the views, but like as far as the likes, there was a lot of dislikes on the video because I was like, y'all should be playing this to your y'all shouldn't be playing this song and having your kids dance around to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I guess, if it's a song, okay, watch out for pedophiles and Ray Tay Tay, that's cool. Yeah. But you're calling a man a pedophile who's not.
Right. And there's no solidified evidence that he is.
Exactly. So, and then you have your kids dancing, singing the A minor part and all that. I don't think that's a good look.
No.
People didn't like my point of view on that. They hated on me. They shitted on me.
No, the biggest test is gonna be. Watch
What up?
this. This is gonna be the biggest test. I want to hear one of these guys on one of those floats at Caravana this Saturday at the parade play that shit. Sorry, language.
That would be crazy.
That's
if they
what
play that on Caravana,
buddy, yo,
on the lake shore.
Like on one of the floats. Oh my god.
Oh. that float might get turned over, man.
That float, maybe. But
Somebody,
it's like mixed emotions. Like some people are so like I don't know, man. It's for me. I'm kind of over the whole thing. It's a bopper, yes. It's just a track to me now. It's like I don't see nothing. Like I don't take it as it's a diss track, obviously, to Drake, but it's not crazy. It's not doesn't have the same impact as it did when it first licked. You know what I mean?
You're a DJ. I forgot about that. I didn't forget about that actually. Your name. It's not in your name, so it didn't pop up in my brain right away.
What?
Have you been playing the song out?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I played that one too little party. What? They're bad.
What was the results?
They're like little backyard jams though. It wasn't even no big clubs, right? So
Were people jamming?
yeah, people were jamming, but I didn't be
What did you bring the fader down on the A minor?
Yeah, I played that one too barbecue. People were singing it out, but
It's almost a must as a DJ to bring the fader down on those parts.
Yeah.
The whap whap whap, like
so
those songs were.
It's just like when Drake had the back to back though, and he's talking about is that your girls tour, your world, or is that your girls tour or the world tour? You know,
Fader down.
Yeah. It's a hard lick, yo. It's like a punch. It's like a punch in the throat.
You're not doing your job if you don't bring the fader down for those parts.
Right. I seen a DJ. I don't know if he's from down here, but he played that part and he had the whole club singing A minor, and then he blended it in with a Pitbull track. It was a smooth transition. You get creative with it still.
Oh, for sure.
Right. But
Isn't it is it Four Corners who did a remix?
Yeah, with they did a remix with they put over it Worst Behavior.
Worst Behavior.
Yeah.
Right here.
That would be a that'd be a
Motherfucker never loved us.
Yeah. Those guys are always flipping tunes or like that.
Yeah, that we should have pushed that a little bit more, man. The culture didn't push that one, man.
They should have, right? But I don't think they can play that in the States, yo. Well, certain parts.
No, but at least here, if DJs are going to be playing it, I know it's going to be hard for people to be like, okay, well now I'm on another DJ shit. I'm playing another DJ's remix. So DJs might have a little, as a DJ, like, is that a pride thing? Like, nah, we can't play the next DJ's remix.
I wouldn't say it's a pride thing. I think it's DJs are afraid to play certain songs in parties. It's been a thing still, because even like, for instance, ISIS. Enough of those guys, like ISIS give me a couple of tunes. I still run them to this day. What's that guy's name that sings Skanking on the Block? What's his name? He's from Toronto. I forget his name, but anyways, yeah. Like I run certain tunes. Like I still run the shot clears and stuff like that. Like
yeah.
It just depends, like on the DJ. If the DJ is a fearless DJ and they know how to rock a party with any tune they have, you have the ammo, you can use it, man, and you use it right. It's gonna bust the party.
Yeah,
in
but
my books, right? I'm not afraid to play nothing in a party. I'd play this in a party. The Love Never Love Us, I'd run it.
But like, if DJs in Toronto are playing this more often, like as soon as people hear the beat come in, they might be like, whoa, wait a minute, you're playing the song, and then they hear Drake's lyrics, and it's all good.
That's when you be smart now as a DJ, and you're running like a reggae track. So it's not now you use this as a rhythm instead of a track. You know what I'm saying? You just got, like I said, just be creative with the thing, you know what I mean? So you can run the Kendrick and then you can just run this right after it.
Run that right after it.
Yeah.
Mix some Capleton right in right after that.
Yeah. You use it like a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
You see, this is why I have to have conversations with DJs when it comes to examining some of this shit sometimes, man, because and salute to DJ Czar, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my co-hosts as well.
Man, he's all here still.
Yeah, because like these are DJ questions, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do when a song's so big and people in the crowd might want you to play the shit?
Right.
It's not about OVO when it comes to like somebody in the crowd or like, it's my birthday. Can you play Not Like Us?
It's just all right. So it and you never know, you get a big reaction out of it, right? People like, oh my god, yo, I've never heard this before. It's sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be the highlight of the night at a party. No,
or could have just been the song that they were like, wait a minute, they haven't played this song all night, and I've been listening to this in my car all day.
Right. Yeah. I've never heard this version before. You know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about the Not Like Us track, period. Just for y'all as DJs, maybe having your hands in handcuffs in a way, like being here in Toronto, like run the tune.
Yeah, I'll still run the original in a club same way, but I'm running this right after it. I'm running this right after it 100%.
Yeah, or maybe one of Drake's diss tracks or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just to not be able to play it, like this how I heard in Houston, they're starting to ban it in Houston. Like the reverse of not being able to play Not Like Us in Houston. Come on.
I think it was your I think it was the podcast you had with Zara
and Dusty.
And you guys were talking about it. I watched the stream last night. He's right though. Like there's certain like how you were saying, like if the club owner doesn't want you to play it, don't play it. But like when it comes to like even the situation when you're like, oh, what if somebody comes up to the turntable and said, yo, take that off? That's happened to me before. That's happened to me when I played a presser track in Brampton. And these guys like, yo, take that off. Blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, bro, you can't tell me how to do my job.
Yeah.
As a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, people catch feelings to certain tunes that you play, and it depend on who you play. That's why Rick Ross got Pump Up. But that situation, there's more to that story. So apparently those guys were supposed to do the show there that night. Rick Ross was supposed to be there too. I guess they performed when Rick Ross was there, so they took it as a disrespect him playing that show or that song there after they performed, because they feel like, all right, you know what, this guy's coming down here trying to clown Canadians. Because remember, he's doing that at every show he does, right? Rick Ross.
Yeah, and we have an interview that covers that in depth. Big salute to Peter Adiwal.
Yes, that's what I watched yesterday. He was saying that, right?
Yeah, he broke it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
and he also broke down the fact that they wasn't saying there was only the half breed kid that was in there throwing all kind of niggas around and shit.
Yeah. Like, so it all depends. Like at the end of the day, I feel it's how you drop the tune. If an owner doesn't want you to play certain things, yes, you have to listen to the owner because that's who's paying you. That's who's paying you at the end of the night. But when it comes to patrons can't control. That's like going to a Taylor Swift party and saying, all right, don't play no Taylor Swift. Like I don't like this Taylor Swift song. Turn it off.
Yeah.
There's like 5,000 people in the party that want to hear that one Taylor Swift tune. You can't tell them to stop. You know what I'm saying?
There's somebody who asked right here, why didn't y'all have the same energy when it happened to Meek? What did Meek have? Meek didn't have a song out that was competing with Drake.
Exactly. So that being said, the back-to-back, yo, Drake ate his food, yo. So there wasn't any really. And I played on 1-2 Meek Mill tunes them the same time when that battle was happening, when that rap battle was going on. I played back to back, like right after the Meek Mill tune. They were like, "Oh, turn off this Meek Mills," and then they hear the Drake. They're like, "Oh," turn up a party. Like, "Oh," you know. Yeah,
and I don't think that Dreams and Nightmares wasn't getting played in Toronto when that battle was going on. I think Dreams and Nightmares
that was discovered after.
No, the song there, the Dreams and Nightmares.
Dreams and Nightmares, yeah.
The intro.
Yeah, that intro, people started busting it after the fact.
You think that wasn't already bubbling? That wasn't already a song that getting played in the club?
I think it was, but then remember he played it in the studio. So there was an IG snippet with that on it. So it was like, yo, what the hell? Remember?
No. You're mixing up your timelines.
Okay.
Because remember, Dreams and Nightmares is his first album. That's the first song that off that album.
Yeah. You're right.
Right? The whole beef started off the second album from that Rico song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So he already had a banger that was already banging in the club. The Dreams and Nightmares anthem. You know what I mean? Niggas love to pop their bottles to that song. I don't feel that Toronto, and listen, I'm not in the clubs as much, but at the time, this is 2015, 2016.
2016-ish.
Right? I think I was still a little bit more inside of the clubs and I'm still a little bit more outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember there being a ban on Meek Mill's songs, period.
No, there wasn't.
But the song that he had, the song that he had in reply to Drake just didn't hit like that. So that wasn't getting played anywhere.
No, it wasn't.
I don't even remember I think it was War Paint or War Pain or something like that.
Like I'm a Boss was getting rinsed.
Yeah, but like the song that he had, the one that he responded to Drake with, like
that wasn't getting that got washed out. That got drowned out by Drake with the
fam. At least with this, there's the push-ups, there's Family Matters, where people can still play those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's more tracks to play out other than the 1, 2. There's like 6 on each side.
Yeah. Right. So if it's like okay, you guys are not playing, and Drake also has a plethora of music. So are you telling me that they're not playing any Drake music in the States? People from America in the chat, let me know. Whatever city that you're from, are they not playing any Drake music over there in the city you're at?
I'm pretty sure they're bumping it still. They're
minus the songs from the battle. I'm just talking about any Drake songs.
Regular Drake tracks?
Yeah, like even the one here with Block Boy JB, whatever songs that are good Drake songs to get the party rocking.
On 97 is 100% playing some. Because remember, he's on features, right? He's on a lot of features that those guys bump up there. So
Hold on a second. You're
what up?
AGB to Don, what up?
What up?
What's up?
Yo, you're in Montreal, so give us the scoop, man. Was that Ski Mask Slump God show there? Was that the Montreal crowd or was that the Toronto crowd that they were showing?
I think it was like I'm not 100%. I think it was the Montreal crowd, to be honest with you. I haven't checked and confirmed, but I can probably confirm by the end of the day. But pretty sure, but that was the Montreal crowd, my G.
You're pretty sure it was too, right?
Like, sound all right?
Now you guys are making me freaking second guess myself, because listen, you say it was Montreal, Illinois.
Yep.
Right. From your research that you're doing and from the theory that you got from your research.
Yeah.
I went and did my little research and found out that Ski Mask was in Toronto on the 29th. But AGB to Dawn is in Montreal.
Yeah. So he's direct.
Oh, now I don't know what to believe, man.
I'm saying it's iffy.
Well, I don't like. Here's what I'll say, Friday. I'll find out for you. Like I said, it kind of, to me, I felt like it was, but I don't know for sure. So I could find out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, does this look like a venue that you recognize? What was the name of the venue that they said this was going to be at? This is at TELUS, the Montreal TELUS Center. Is that the Montreal TELUS Center?
That looks like a stadium setup.
It kind of do look like it. It's hard to say with it because it's a weird picture, but yeah, kind of do look like it. It's been a minute since I've been there too, but it kind of do look like it, bro. It's hard to say. Like, I'll find out, bro. I'll ask around.
Oh man.
So all these people might be like wrong about what they're saying and just trying to use it as a scapegoat for Drake, like to stay on his neck.
Yo, fam, if this is Montreal for real, not only that the blogs is wrong, which is fine. It's not fine, but it's fine because it's just them and just different people for the most part who are behind blogs. I saw this in Exclaim magazine. Like there's other magazine publications that are saying, it was club history.
But know what? They're probably just running with the narrative that everybody else is running.
Yeah.
Right?
And if that's the case, then they have to retract their statements, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Nobody's gonna do that.
100%.
These places don't care about doing that, bro. And even if when people retract a statement, Like, let's say you make a video and it gets 1 million views and it's wrong, and then you make a video retracting the statement. The video retracting it's gonna get like 90,000 views.
Yeah,
facts.
It's gonna lose a bit of traffic, 100%.
Like, look, if I put in DJ Scheme, club history, 94 to beat, or 94.9 to beat. Exclaim magazine.
Type in DJ Scheme, Montreal on July 28th.
July 28th. And then I want to get into this next story here, quick fast, while I have you guys here.
Yeah.
So, okay, there's a bunch of articles that saying he was at the MTELUS Center, Ski Mask, Slump God.
Yeah, no,
DJ
he was
Scheme.
there recently. He was there recently. I know that.
And DJ Scheme was there as his own act, right? Or was he there with Ski Mask, Slump God as his DJ? Now I need more info.
And they say Scheme concert or Scheme MTELUS, the 28th. Remember, that could have been after midnight, so it could have went into the 29th. So you know what I mean? But
it would make sense that it's a little vague too, because it's Quebec. So you'd probably be able to get the info really easy in French.
Right.
Look,
I don't think I like my honest opinion. I don't think people in Toronto are gonna scream that out in a club like that, man. In Toronto,
that would be kind of wild, man. But I just don't like. I know how these guys in the comments been getting lately. You're coping. Just deal with it. Like, nah, if it's not there, it's not there. Like,
right?
We have to be. We have to deal with reality, not our feelings. You know what I'm saying? Look at the venue. Look at the way it looks in comparison to on the video that I was showing y'all.
Which one? Which venue? The one in Montreal?
Yes.
Looks like
it looks exactly like the same venue that they were showing in the video.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, a lot of venues kind of just look like this, though.
This is also true.
Like I'm sure there's like 1,000 venues with the lights like that and everything where I could get a picture look exactly like this.
Okay, so
it's really hard to say.
I guess we're gonna now have to just leave it as undecided.
Yeah, because it's hard to say.
It's hard to say, man. You know what I mean?
Like I was saying, though, I don't think people in Toronto are going to scream that out. Unless it's all ages party, they're not singing it out. Like, adults ain't singing that part out.
And I said earlier, AGB, that if anything, that would be Montreal behavior, with all due respect. Am I right about that or wrong?
Of course you're right about that. Of course you're right. Of course. Of course. What are you talking about? Like, I wouldn't even deny that, of course.
There's Montreal. There's Drake haters over there in Montreal. Like, dedicated.
I have a few long life feud. It stems from the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yes.
So
it's not just that. Toronto, like, they're a bunch of haters. They just think that we're not as good as them, but we're like, we're like better in like pretty much every way.
The thing is, I know from being there and from watching content from there, like Abba and Preach, there's people who are dedicated Drake haters. They're proud Drake haters.
Yeah.
From Montreal.
Yeah, but Abba and Preach, I don't think really represent. Like, maybe they represent him. These motherfuckers live in like LA or whatever, don't they?
No, they live in Montreal, and Abba has expressed his hate for Drake over and over again. Maybe Preach not as much, but Abba's like, we don't mess with Drake. And I feel like that's just a regular Montreal sentiment.
People who love Drake in Montreal and stuff like that. But it wouldn't be really hard to get like a chant and get the hate going for sure if you wanted to.
Yeah. Off a punchline like that, yeah, 100%.
Easily. I don't know. We might be coping. Okay, I got one more thing on this. This show here, and I'll pull up this on the screen. Sir got canceled. So y'all know who Sir is? He's a TDE artist. I think he's more in the R&B lane, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just
TDE artist as well?
Yeah. So TDE artist Sir had a show in Toronto canceled, but it's unclear why. Some think it's due to low ticket sales,
Hold on a second, though. Someone did say in the chat, and this makes a lot of sense. I didn't hear a French accent in the chants.
Oh, stop this.
No.
In my new.
You might be right. I'd have heard that. Like you'd have heard a little.
No, that's reaching. That's reaching, bro.
I don't know.
They played wop wop. He put the fader down to wop 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 and A minor. You can't catch a French or English accent from wop 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 and A minor.
I don't know about that.
It's
Friday.
tricky.
I don't think
it's either way.
I think it'd be very. I don't know.
You'd have to ask them to say a sentence and then be able to hear the French accent, or at least 2-3 words in a
I
row.
mean, you could get away with it, but I feel like you should hear it. But you definitely could do it. It could happen in a way where you don't. And
like how would A minor sound in a French accent?
I don't have a French accent. What do you mean would do a French accent? Like that's why French people here don't like me, because I have an English accent.
Okay. As somebody who lived in Montreal, not even a French accent, a Quebecois accent, if they were saying it in a sentence, they'd be like, yo, A minor.
A minor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But is it gonna say? Are they gonna say like that in the song form?
I'm trying to think though. The people that would be going to see that show would probably be English West Island Montrealers.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you probably wouldn't even hear the accent.
In my new.
And then when
there's like a West Island kid from Montreal might as well be from like the suburbs of Toronto.
And if
they know how to speak French a little better. Like
they're mimicking the lyrics too. They're gonna try and make it sound like exactly how the song sounds, right? They're gonna try to make the song exactly how it is for lyric, like word for word, lyric for lyric.
No, I think we could throw that theory out the door. But quick fast here. They canceled this guy, Sir.
Yup.
I don't know exactly where he was performing. We could look it up quick fast. I doubt it was at History, but you never know.
Could be low ticket sales. Look what they did to Sexy Red.
What did they do? They canceled their concert?
In certain spots, yeah.
Let me see if they have this Sir concert Toronto. I'll pull up on the screen what I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
It might be low ticket sales because, with all due respect to Sir, that nigga's name, he's not popping like that, B.
Oh no. This is the first time I probably seen his name, never heard his name.
I don't even know who that is. So, keep it a fuck with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I probably seen the name as a DJ. Like, I'm in a DJ pool, right? So I probably seen the name, never heard any of his tracks.
I just found where he was supposed to be performing. Actually, let's do this one over here.
No disrespect at all. But
so Sir was supposed to be performing, I think, in because it said right here. You see this? History.
Okay. So they're probably trying to use it as a reach too. And
I don't know, man.
So what happened?
Event canceled July 30th.
Why did his event get canceled?
It was Club History. That's why. It was Club History.
Oh, okay.
There's probably two different theories to this story, you know.
Give me y'all both theories now. I want to hear the theories on this, please.
Either because he's a TDK member.
TDE, yeah.
Nah, or TDF, I mean, yeah. They just said, no what, scrap it. And didn't catch it. Or it could be just ticket sales.
Wait, is he like affiliated with Kendrick in any way, shape, or form? Friday.
He's a TDE artist. Period.
Okay.
TDE, right?
My bad.
TDE, Top Dog Entertainment.
Top Dog Entertainment. Yeah. He's not. I think it's either one of the two. But why would? Maybe it could be. It's either one of the two, and I think I say the first one because he's Top Dog Entertainment, because. Who knows? People might go there and just, Toronto people already, bro. They just they get drunk and just move stupid. So he probably be in one of the booths after he performs. They probably try and mess with him and get him roughed up like Rick Ross did, right? But then it could be ticket sales too. So but
it's not like he's gonna be. Not to interrupt you, but it's not like he's gonna be in there playing Not Like Us or something.
No. But like, just because he's affiliated, Toronto police probably just don't want the headache.
Yeah, and with him too, he's like someone big enough. The police would probably be okay with it because you're gonna pay a bunch of them a bunch of overtime to come be your security. I don't feel like he's big enough to afford all that, so they're just like, nah, something could probably happen. We don't want to deal with it. Don't.
Yeah.
None of this.
They probably just scrapped it as a whole. Plus it's Caravan a weekend, so like, that could be a factor too.
Hold on, let me play a little bit of this. He has a song with Kendrick. I'm gonna just play a couple of seconds because I want to get a copyright, just to get a vibe.
I mean, also, too, a good advice artist, once you get big enough, if you want to like get a show not canceled by police, you hire the police to be the security there because they love that shit because they get paid a bunch of extra overtime.
The off-duty cops.
Like they're not gonna shut down the show. That's usually the trick. But you have to be a big enough artist to be able to do that.
Yeah. Pay duty police, they call them.
Yeah, but that's still expensive, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Rick Ross could fly to Canada on a private jet, but then can't afford, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for certain people, that's what you want to be doing.
I have a theory on that. 1 second. With the whole private jet and him going out there, because he was super open.
Yeah.
I don't think that he needed to take the private jet over there. I think he was spending into his own budget.
Yeah.
So he can stunt.
Yeah. So he can floss when he gets down here.
He can floss that this is how I travel to go to all my shows. But if you look at the show itself, which it had a good turnout, but it was like a festival type of vibe.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, it didn't garnish the amount of money that it would, they're paying for your jet.
Yeah, he probably wasn't. Yeah, he probably lost money on that, all that. But
or broke even, maybe if they gave him like 10 stacks or 20 stacks. Like he got to hold like 3-4 stacks because he wanted to stunt so hard and do the jet and everything. But we ain't paying for that. You could pay for that out of the money we paid you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, then why don't you have more security for the amount of money that garnishes a private jet? You should have more security on the scene. It was him and just a couple of other people in his entourage with a whole bunch of other people. You should never be able to get that close to an artist.
No.
Not an artist with that kind of caliber.
Look at 50
Not for real. He was waxing like crazy. He thought he was just on vacation. That's what he thought. Small town Vancouver, nice little vacation. Don't gotta worry. Don't need none of the goons there. Really, don't need any heavy security.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He probably took it lightly. Like, I don't need that much security. It's Vancouver.
You know what? That could be true. I just don't think he could afford it. He's not getting enough money per show
to afford like heavy security like that.
Yes, if you're getting 100 racketies a show, you'll say, okay, I'll take money out of this 100 racks that I'm getting to perform for 2 hours, and I'll put 10 on my security. I'll put 5 on my security, whatever.
I mean, who the heck's going to a Rick Ross show anyway? Oh,
it's not 2005 anymore, 2009. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if it was 2009 Rick Ross, he probably would have heavy security.
Yeah.
But this is 2024 Rick Ross. He can't afford it like that. The shows are not giving him 50 racks a show. He's probably getting like 10, 15 tops.
So Friday, you saying could he do it? Could you think Rick Ross could do a show in Toronto?
I don't think he could.
Not right now.
Not right now.
But the thing is,
like, you wouldn't get this. For one, he's not loved down here like 50. Like, and I was trying to bring up 52 because 50 everywhere he went down here, he had heavy security. When he was down here, right?
I don't think he could. I don't think he could do a show anywhere in Canada right now.
No.
He'd get kicked up again.
But if Rick Ross was to get booked on anything, like if it was cool and he was to get booked in Canada, he's gonna get booked. He's not gonna get booked to do the ACC.
No, you'd have to be like Whitby or something.
Yes, he's not popping like that, fam. He's not even gonna do club. He's not even filling club history.
No.
Nah.
You'd have to have a feat like what do they call them? And one of those people that are like not headline. He's gonna obviously be the headliner, but the fillers.
Yes, he has to have like him and two other like bigger acts, or not bigger acts, but like I don't know. I can't even draw for a name now, but like Roddy Rebel or something,
or Wale or something.
Yeah, but it couldn't just be like Rick Ross and then just a few people from Toronto. And he has what's the place that used to Cube nightclub, or not Cube? What's the place that the Docks used to be, or the Docks changed to?
Cabana, not Cabana. The Docks.
Rebel
nightclub. Yes.
Right, like he might be able to do Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel's he could do Rebel because there's a lot of artists that are going to Rebel to do their stuff there, right?
Yeah, and I think Rebel's like 1,500. The place that used to be Mod Nightclub, over on College Street, that holds like maybe 700 to 1,000.
Yeah,
you could do that.
Smaller venue.
You know what I'm saying? Opera House. He might not completely pack out the Opera House. He might not pack out the balcony area.
What's that spot that Offset was at?
I think Offset was at a club.
Yeah.
Like these guys, even like these days, and I guess this brings it back full circle to somebody like Sir, and we can give him a little bail. History's a pretty big club.
It is.
So you better be popping to get that whole venue filled out for the promoter to be able to give you the back end.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna get hurt now. You may as well tell you don't come.
Right?
Yeah.
So it could be ticket sales. And not the narrative of just because he's TDK or TDE, I mean.
I don't know what his fan base is like. You know what I'm saying? But this video is 4 months old and it hasn't even cracked 1 million.
What's his 500,000 people on his video?
Well, like if you're part of TDE and your videos are not cracking 1 million in 4 months, then you just might not be that popping.
Yeah.
He has 470 something thousand subscribers from what I'm seeing here.
Probably just ticket sales.
Right? Like,
hold on, click on his lives.
His live?
Yeah, see his lives. See how much people doing his lives.
Lives are always the best way to see how much people really mess with someone.
Yeah, but he doesn't go live. He's an artist.
Yeah, facts. A lot of them are too scared to show.
Artists don't really go live like that. Like,
which is ridiculous because it's all, like such a good lean for people.
Look, he has, okay, if I go to most popular videos, he had this one with 42 million from 4 years ago with Kendrick Lamar. This other one with 24 million from 6 years ago. And then, it's not so bad. Not so bad.
He's probably gone in, but he's not at his peak right now.
Friday, you should hit him for a feature, dude.
Hit him for an interview.
Yeah. From now, yo. Hit him for an interview from now.
You know, but Sir's been around. Like, this is dude's brother from Hustle and Flow or whatever that game show was.
Yeah.
Remember they had that game show with Cardi B and Chance the Rapper and T.I.
I vaguely remember that.
Right, and his brother, the guy who won the shit. I don't remember the nigga name who won the shit, bro. But the nigga who won the shit, that's his brother.
This guy here, Sir?
Yes.
Yeah, so he should be.
Carmen Gang, help me out with this. Who's the guy who won that Hustle Rhythm and Flow? That was the name of the song. Name of the show.
Yeah.
His brother is this guy who won Rhythm and Flow.
Yo, Friday, real quick. Let me ask, how does my microphone sound? I just bought a new one. I've been using it for like 2 days now.
It sounds
okay.
Sounds all right. I messed with the settings and all that, but
this is brother right here, D Smoke.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is the guy who won the whole competition, but he had, I guess there was a slight bit of controversy because of his connections behind the scene, because his brother was actually signed to TDE from time.
Yeah, so they kind of they look at it like a favoritism type thing.
Yes, but his bro, back to Sir, he's been signed to TDE for a minute.
Yeah,
he's just not like the most popping artist on TDE. If you really want to be honest, and Kendrick's gone, so it's not even Kendrick anymore, is SZA.
SZA, yeah.
SZA got you wiped down.
I was gonna say J-Rock or one of them guys. Baby Keem and all those guys are on his label, no?
Baby Keem is on Kendrick's label. J-Rock is still under TDE. You know, Schoolboy just he dropped an album recently, but like, and his album's good, but he's not the most popular of artists. He's not talked about on the media, and like,
no, he's more underground.
Yeah, like, or he's mainstream underground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But SZA is like pretty much keeping the lights on over there.
She's carrying them on her back right now.
Yeah, and old Kendrick catalog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Kendrick gave them 4 albums, so all those albums are still, and he gave them 4 classics.
Albums, yeah.
Right, so they're eating off of that.
Yeah, 100% they're eating off of that.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, I gotta get up out of here anyway. Yo, Friday, I just wanted to say,
talk to me.
You're about to be hitting 500 episodes, bro. That's crazy, my G.
Yeah.
500,
like,
bro.
I'm proud of you, bro. Like,
Thank
I
you.
love seeing that shit, bro. For the
Let me make an announcement about that. We're gonna be doing a live show August 30th.
Yeah.
We're gonna have about 20 to 30 people from the audience who might want to pop out. It's gonna be free. Okay. And there'll be food, cake, all types of shit. We're gonna have a bunch of invites that we're gonna have for that event, but we're gonna have also 20 to 30 people who are gonna be able to pop up at the show.
I'm gonna try and do my best to make it. I don't know. I got my knee blown out, so I'll see. But I got my license back now because I got my eye fixed enough to be able to drive again. So if I don't pop out for that one, I'll pop out for like 501, 502. But I'm gonna try and make it for 500. So yeah, bro. Y'all have a blessed day. And
how far away are you from 500?
Right now we're on episode 494 going into tomorrow, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we do 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
Salute to AGB. Yeah, we're on 492 right now, so we're going into 493. So we do 2 a week. We're about 4 weeks away from getting that episode 500.
Okay, I'll pass through if you send me an invite.
Yeah, man. But the location will be announced soon. But the location is going to be announced to people who get through to the event, right? For the limited amount of people who are going to be going to the event from the audience, and then everybody else will just be linking and be like, "Yo, this is where it's at. Pull up."
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll talk soon, brother.
Yeah, man. Salute, bro. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody watching. Keep doing your thing, Friday.
Salute.
Done.
DJ Illinois in the building. Salute to AGB. Yeah, man. Salute to Sir as well, man. Like, I don't see it. A lot of people were really talking about that show out here. The fact that it got canceled is the first time that I even heard that he was going to be here. So I know it looks good to be like, ooh, Drake's banning everybody from coming to Toronto. What's going on? But I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that. But yeah, salute to Sir. And salute to TDE. Let's keep it moving though. Top 5. Toronto top 5. He got a message actually. Let me see if my Instagram's still open. Actually, I'll pull up my Instagram. Let me pull up Instagram. He got a message from Rick Ross's baby mother, which I don't know. Rick Ross's baby mom really hates him. I think I might have it in my stories. Un momento. Ooh, we gonna get to that. It's actually on the We Love Hip Hop page stories. Follow our Instagram page, We Love Hip Hop Network. And let me just click forward to right here. So Tia Kemp 2 on Instagram. I think this is Rick Ross's first baby mother. I don't know what's going on. Yo, Top 5 is tapped in. I'm not gonna lie. This dude is super tapped in. There's a lot of people who know Top 5 that sometimes I don't be expecting. Like, I'm not to say that he hasn't done his thing. He's done his thing. You know, he's made a name for himself in this rap game, whether it's from the rap or from just the controversies that he's gone through. But the people sometimes who pop out and give this guy shout outs, I'm like, this person knows you too? And personally, like, let's look up Tia Kemp quick fast. Tia Kemp. Oh man, her Instagram SEO is crashola. Am I tripping? Hold on, let me double check the spelling on this. Tia Kemp 2. You got to put a 2 on it. She seems like she's shadow banned. Tia Kemp 2. Here we go. Jesus, yeah, she is definitely shadow banned. You got 623,000 followers, and we got to dig in the haystack to find your shit. Is this her when she was younger?
Big Tia. Big. I told her to go.
All right. Good Donnie 416 in the comments. Let's go. She eat. Is this her here?
Yeah. Eating about cheese. Child, I am too brand new. I swear to God, I'm not say nothing to me tonight. Because I am. I'm too cute. I'm for the FaceTime my mom.
Damn, Ross. That's what you put a baby in, bro. No disrespect, but that's a lot of trouble.
We gonna drop the net slow, Joe. Nigga, we the people say you need to call it a fucking day and log the fuck off of TikTok here.
Oh my God.
Your page will be shut down next and you will be canceled in that order. Are you trying to come for a bitch? Bitch, we are on your ass. The women are sticking together and we're focused on your fucking gag order. We're gonna make sure that we take you down. We're gonna learn to pick the black.
This is Ross's baby moms. Ooh. There's a whole lot of drama. She got podcasts.
Role play with that bitch. Role play with her.
Yeah, because I turned into a whole nother dude, and it's like
we love it.
Watch her.
I changed the
Do it.
vocabulary, and I got
Do it.
Watch dude from this is Eddie Winslow right here.
Do it.
No, I don't want to. Leave him alone. Listen, y'all. No.
Bring that beast out. Bring it out.
For the aunties, please.
Be that nephew that want to
Do
fuck
it, man.
your auntie.
Just throw her on the floor and start
I
kicking
want
her.
to fuck my fat auntie. I've been watching you for years in the swimming pool.
Aunt T is the name.
I've been watching you forever at the pool. You been walking around with them panties on that butt. I wasn't watching Auntie.
Ratchetness at its finest.
Where you thought you was
Call
coming
one
to?
of us a bitch or something. Bitch, a hoe or something.
Back over here.
God damn.
Oh, you know what? You earn yourself a follow right there. Pow. How could I? Oh, there's a link. What's she advertising? Oh, she got a YouTube channel, gang. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Oh man. Yo, Ross is gonna have to hear from this one for life. This is the last video she posted a month ago.
You already know pop shit. We at American Deli at Westfield Mall. Start playing.
How much views you getting off of something like this, shorty? 605 views. Do these people want to be filmed? Yo, salute the top 5. This top 5 new friend right here. Oh, what is happening in the world right now, man? This is just madness. It's Rick Ross, baby mama. Fit for a boss. Got the Muslim niggas in here. They probably don't want to be filmed. This is crazy. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Oh, no. Listen, I need to keep up with what's going on with Tia. Tia Kemp 305. Subscribe. She got 7,000 subscribers. She's not doing bad. What you got going on over here? Sorry, gang. I just it's a little sidetrack. It's, you know, this is Top 5's new friend. So I just want to just do a quick, you know, check on, see what she's up to. Let's refresh this. Oh, let's not go there. Let's not do that.
When all else fails, come attack this hoe so you could go viral. This bitch got the motion. Trust. This hoe got the motion, man. Hey, man, you want to make it to the blogs? You want to make it to the media? I don't fucking know. Come holla at this bitch right fucking here.
She's a lot, man. Listen, with all due respect, like I know Top 5's, you know, he's happy to get any endorsements that he can get. Yo, you know, she's connected to a big guy. And with all due respect to the ladies out here, salute to Yolanda Richardsons. I see you over here in the chat. I don't know how many other ladies are watching this. Would we really know who she was if she didn't have a baby for Rick Ross? Let's be honest. Let's be really honest about this. Like, would people be caring? Would her name, Tia Kemp, be ringing bells if she wasn't connected to Rick Ross in any way? And I think Rick Ross has more than one baby mama, right? She's just the one that's been able to milk the hell out of the fame. And she's good at it. Jesus Christ. Like, automatically from when I seen, you know, I'm not going to lie. When I first seen the post on Top 5's page, I was like, who the hell is this? But then as soon as I seen it posted on Keep Six Solid, I was like, oh, yeah. She is somebody, I guess. Maybe. Possibly. Not really. But at the same time, this is just a product of, I don't know, man. This is somebody who's knows how to take advantage of an opportunity. Okay, I can't say anything for as far as her and Rick Ross's relationship. That's like some tea shit that I don't know. I don't care about and want to get into. But something happened where she hates this mo. She hates this nigga for life. Like, she does everything in her power to make sure that Rick Ross is just not having a good time. Because keep in mind, they say, oh, Top 5, he's a Drake shooter, and all these different dumb allegations that they try to put on Top 5 as far as the Drake shooter stuff, right? But they're saying, you know, he's obviously connected to the boy. where I did a story not too long ago, where I said that Drake's going to be paying for Top 5's legal fees. So he's definitely connected to Drake. So we have to see the angles when it comes to this cosign here. Okay. Yes, she's going to big up Top 5 because she knows that Top 5 is connected to Drake. Drake will probably see that shit. And in turn, it's just another shot at her baby daddy, Rick Ross. You know what I mean? It's like a super indirect shot, but direct shot. See them there? Squad, gang, gang. So, I don't know. I don't know if it was, it's pretty obvious. I don't know if people had to really decipher that and, you know, do any decoding for why she might have been giving a cosign to Top 5. But it all connects back to Drake in the end of the day. All right. So salute to Top 5. As far as any updates on what's going on with him, I don't have any updates as of yet for a new court date. I will keep well, I won't be letting y'all know exactly when his next court date is, but as far as his next court date, I'm looking to be in attendance once again. So I'll be letting y'all know what happens when it happens. All right. And as far as like when there's a date that's going to be confirmed, you know, depending on when I do another live, if it's in between that time, I'll give you guys an update on when around the court date will be that I'll be at. All right. Once again, big up the Top 5 here. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Comment gang strong. Gucci Ghost says, we need her in the next video or 50 Cent show. Yeah. Listen, fam. She's hurting, yo. In the end of the day, I think Shorty needs money. Okay. I think Rick Ross's kids are a little bit old enough that he doesn't have to be paying child support like that anymore. So as relevant as she stays is as much money she's going to be able to make. And in the end of the day, it ain't going to be that easy neither, because you can have a whole bunch of people liking your shit, you know, engaging in your post. You get reposted on the Shade Room, all these different places. Unless she's doing paid interviews, and I don't see her in a bunch of interviews, she's probably not making no money off of this. She's probably breaking even on her podcast. So, you know, she has to monetize as much clout as she can. Salute to her though. Where are we in my topics here? Let's get to some of this Tory Lanez shit right here. Big salute to Tory Lanez. There's been some updates as far as the Tory Lanez case. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because it's been extensively covered. He's got some shit for sale right now. Look at this. Free Tory, or make Tory free again. 2022 to 2024. So I think he's looking to touch road like end of this year. We're still halfway through the year. I'm a little bit more than halfway through the year. He got a collaboration going on with King Palms. Is there any music on this? Oh, maybe it's better that way. Make Tory free again t-shirts. They're moving, they're grooving. Hold on. Yo, this t-shirt is crazy. Free Tory until it's backwards. Hey, I ain't mad at him, yo. Let me hear something.
Tory.
Yeah.
I can't play too much of it because obviously he's probably put this on streaming platforms.
Hey, it hurt me before. You said let love grow, but not no more. You took time to grow. Stop.
Jeez.
I'm blowing up my phone and now I'm loaded with emotions, trying to find out how to.
That's from the jail? Woo. There's no way. There's no way he did this on the phone. Okay, I'm sure they got a little studio going on over there.
too cold. It can't be with drinking dope.
That shit sounds fire. Let's get to some updates on the boy Tory Lanez though. Let's see. Un momento. Let me pull up some screens here. I got too many screens going on here on my side. Okay. Let's pull up some articles. I'm sure there's been a numerous amount of articles talking about this shit. You know what I will do, actually? Let's go back to Instagram. Let me go to Milagro. Let's go to Milagro. God. No. Jesus Christ. Salute the star.
But I think we know the truth.
Well, Millie from Mob Radio, great work. And I like to give credit where credit is due. I've spoken to her in the past. She, to my knowledge, has the most accurate information here, and she's very much a defender of Tory Lanez innocence. So you have speed on Mob Radio, Milagro?
No, but I'm going to check it out since you're saying they're giving.
Okay. She didn't got no updates. Let's go to the internet. Yeah, big salute to Star. Star's the GOAT. Let's go to the internet and see what's going on with Tory. You know what? Actually, I don't want to be doing this work like this. Let's just go to YouTube. Way better. Let's go to the tube. Tory Lanez. Update. We're doing not ACK. Let's see. Who do I want to use for the update? Let's go to Breakfast Club.
Tory noticed the gun also and attempted to get it out for his appeal.
So they're going to be breaking down here because his bodyguard, the affidavit that he had made has been leaked. I don't know how it got leaked, but it got leaked. There was testimony that was withheld from Tory's old lawyers because his old lawyers were trash. And now this testimony might have helped to get Tory Lanez out. This might help with his appeal. This is why he's probably pushing this 2024 merch so hard, right? Listen, those better just be, what do you call that? Digital prints. Like, I hope they didn't print up physical copies of those shirts yet because it's not written in stone. I'm hoping that everything's good with Tory, okay? But at the same time, you don't want to be printing up some t-shirts and then you don't come home to like 2026, nigga.
They reportedly did not call Jaquan to the stand during the trial because the California...
Yeah, I explained all of that right there. Listen, I don't want to go back over this whole, what's her name? What's Shorty's name that was all Chelsea? The Chelsea shooter? Was it Tory? We're not going to go back 3 years, 4 years to when this whole thing started because, to be honest, like, this story has been beat to death. Okay. However, what I will ask you guys, and we'll start a new poll here. The last poll that I have up here is Toronto turning on Drake? 62% said yes, and 38% says no. That's crazy. That's crazy. Will Tory win the appeal is what I want to know. Okay, with this new testimony or this new development that we have here, the appeal. Okay, will Tory Lanez win the appeal? If they're able to take, what's the dude's name? Jaquan Smith. If they're able to take his testimony and put that in the case. Technically, it doesn't, he did say in his testimony that he had his back turned. Let me see here. he had his back turned when the shooting actually went down. So he saw Tory, he saw Chelsea with the gun, Tory running towards Chelsea to go tussle for the gun, and then he had his back turned, and then the gun went off. When I say it like that, gang, this story sound like it adds up. And I'm not trying to say any bad shit towards Tory. I just want all of the facts to be able to line up where it just doesn't make people look crazy. Okay. Tory Lanez bodyguard. Statements. Let's go to this one here. Oh, Megan Conniff has the channel. Let's go to her channel.
This is the state attorney general's office response to Tory Lanez's habeas petition, alleging that I think
this is Megan Conniff, the one she's been always tweeting through this whole case. She's been going crazy. She has an interview with Vlad that's been very informative as far as her angles on the case. She's a court reporter and hater of academics. Yeah, and academics hates her back. But yeah, let's see what she has to say.
we've seen a lot of that on the internet about this statement from the driver being new evidence. First of all, the statement from the driver has been out since December. I did an article on it back in December because it makes up the bulk of this habeas petition that Lanez's appellate team filed back in December. But this is the state attorney general's office responding and saying, actually, that isn't new evidence. And they're pointing out that Lanez's own attorney talked about how the attorney or how the driver would testify during trial and just said, we don't think we need to call him. So that right there, I think kind of tanks that argument. But and a lot of these, they're getting into a lot of case law here, not specific to Lanez, but they're talking about the legal standard here for granting a petition like this, and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, and that's what this is an informal response. It's like, it looks pretty formal to me. I don't know. But all this case law, it's all typed up. It's totally formal. But prima facie case for relief is stated. The reviewing court must summarily deny the petition. In contrast, if the court finds the factual allegations taken as true, establish a prima facie case for relief, the court must issue an order to show cause, which indicates the court's preliminary assessment that the petitioner would be entitled to relief if his factual allegations are proved. And that would
see why this is important. This is a lot of court jargon that she's going through, a lot of the dry paint. Why this is really important that Tory Lanez wins his appeal or gets his appeal, like he wins that case, and they have to maybe retry the case, whatever the case may be, is the deportation factor. There's one thing to be like, all right, I want to come home. That's cool. Everybody want to come home from jail. But once that man comes home from jail, they're going to kick him out of the United States. So he needs to make sure that when he comes home, he's clean. Right? Like, he already had the engagement broken from his baby mama. So getting married and maybe being able to keep him in the country, that ain't gonna work. So he needs to make sure that if he gets his appeal, that he they don't have him as the person shooting. I don't know. They might still have those other charges that might stick to him, because there was the possession of the firearm. There was a couple other things. So he's gonna have to get all his charges dropped technically, so that he can stay in the country.
Lead to some kind of evidentiary hearing or further proceeding or something. And this is the AG saying, we don't even need to go there. It should just be summarily denied right now. So,
petition fails to the state prima facie case for the relief under the new evidence provision of section 1473, because it requires the evidence to be discovered after trial and that the evidence be sufficient material and credible that it is more likely than not to have changed the outcome of the case.
Yeah, and it says it requires that the new evidence be discovered after trial, and that the evidence would be sufficiently material and credible that it more likely than not would have changed the outcome of the case. And they're saying this supposedly new statement from the driver, Quan, fails on both counts. And in the petition that was filed in December with that declaration from Quan, they concede that they, of course, were aware of Quan back during the trial and considered calling him as a witness.
So listen, man, I don't know how much this new evidence is going to help Tory Lanez in the case. Hopefully, you know, this is something that he can use to his advantage. But right now, from what she's saying, they're saying that a lot of this shit is not going to work.
Witness before declining to do so. But then the AG says, without citing to any supporting documentation, the petition simply alleges, quote, it was unknown until this time what Smith had witnessed and what he would have stated. And it says this conclusory allegation, which provides no underlying facts on which the assertion is based, cannot warrant relief. Smith's declaration provides no support for the petition's conclusory allegation. The only portion of Smith's
break that down
declaration that bears on the timing issue is the final paragraph, which states, I wanted to present this evidence during Mr. Peterson's trial, but was presented from doing so as the district attorney was not ready to cross-examine me. And later they did not call me due to the holidays in the court schedule. I believe I should have been allowed to present this evidence at trial. But this declaration does not address whether Smith had any conversation with defense counsel regarding this expected testimony. This is the AG's response to the new evidence argument. Petitioner's failure to allege facts and the timing issue is further evident in his failure to provide a declaration from trial counsel on the matter. Yeah, they're saying if this was really an issue, McDesian should have issued a declaration.
Listen, I know this is a lot of court in the weeds, like, you know, legal jargon, but from somebody who's heard a lot of this shit before, it seems like a lot of this stuff that they're trying to present in the court is getting shot down by the judge as well as the prosecutors or the district attorney, basically. Eesh. So a lot of people that were saying, oh, yo, Jaquan. And just quick fast, I was trying to find some pictures of Jaquan. And I heard somebody saying on a podcast, it was Joe Budden podcast. I don't want to rehash their POV, but I did agree with what they were saying. This Jaquan guy, is this him? This can't be him. There's no way. This can't be him. This some next nigga. Yeah, this ain't him. This ain't him. This Jaquan Smith guy. My bad. I was looking at something on Twitter. There's not much pictures or any pictures that I can find of him. Let me put it like this. Tory Lanez bodyguard. Is this him right here? Tory Lanez ex-bodyguard takes 2 years to charges. No, this is not the guy. I think this is the guy. No, this is Make the Stallion's bodyguard. Where are pictures of this dude? Key witness in the trial surrenders after disappearing. Oh, okay. So this the guy right here, I think. So one of the things I was hearing Joe and them say, which I agreed with, is you can't have the bodyguard and the driver be the same person. Right? You got to have those be two separate people. Because if a driver is driving the car and a fight breaks out in the back seat and he's just the driver, then his job is to just keep on driving. Okay, y'all arguing in the back seat. He's not supposed to turn around. He's not supposed to be looking through the rear view mirror and seeing what's going on. Like, no. He's supposed to just keep his eyes on the road and mind his damn business. But if he's the bodyguard, he's supposed to stop the altercation from happening, especially to his client being Tory Lanez. So he gets put in a catch-22 when you're both. Because you want to mind your business and let them have their domestic dispute behind there in the back seat. But now that it's getting physical, as they're saying in the testimony, as the bodyguard, it's his job to stop the car, not because he's doing both jobs, obviously. He has to stop the car and stop the altercation now. And make sure that the altercation is completely diffused before operating the motor vehicle again and then continuing their journey. So, if anything, this guy Jaquan has to hold a lot of the blame for this. I'm not trying to play the blame game guy, but Jesus Christ, what were you doing this whole time? If you're supposed to be this nigga's bodyguard, why wasn't you holding down? Why wasn't you guarding his body? You know what I'm saying? If let's say, let's put Tory Lanez as the shooter, okay, as he's been put as the shooter now publicly and by the courts. Why ain't you taking a gun from homie? It's your job to be like, yo, Tory, you can't be letting off a gun in public. And then vice versa now, if Shorty got the gun and she's about to let it off, your client can get hit. Technically, you shouldn't have your back turned when the gun went off. If you're supposed to be guarding people's bodies, Jaquan, nobody's body got guarded that night. So I understand that people have to take accountability for their own actions. All these people were drunk and high, going crazy, you know, risking their own careers and lives and doing all kind of stupid shit. But this is also why you have somebody who's supposed to be security, somebody who's supposed to be like, you know what, maybe you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, unless you have your security just there, there'd be a crash dummy. Okay, because some people get security just for that, just to go beat people up. But as far as like defending them, they're not really there for that. They're there for offense. But in this case here, I would say this is a shared responsibility. I'm surprised that they didn't really bring this guy in earlier and try to get more questions and get more answers from him. Because if you're supposed to be the security in this situation, nobody's been secured. Like Meg Thee Stallion, she wasn't secured. She got, you know, whatever people say, whether it's a bullet or fragments or glass or whatever people want to say. She got hurt. Tory got put in jail. An altercation ensued that wasn't broken up until a gunshot went off. And it doesn't seem like from any of the testimony that I'm seeing from any of these different people who reacted to this, or even just from my own research, that he tried to break up the fight himself. What are you doing there? You're just being big for nothing? Come on, dog. Listen, man, salute to Tory Lanez, man. A lot of people failed you when it came to this whole thing. You failed yourself. Okay? But a lot of people failed you when it came to this situation. Trust me. Let's move on though. Let me see. I got topics, B. Holy shit, man. Let's do this. What's the dirt? Quick, fast. Big salute to What's the Dirt. We're dropping that interview tomorrow. Big salute to the homie Matt from What's the Dirt. He is dropping his piece as far as he's on the Family Matters freestyle at this point, or Family Matters song. Let me see this. I'm going to pull this up via Academics or Academics TV's Twitter page or X page. It says YouTuber What's the Dirt, who has been breaking down the diss tracks in the Drake versus Kendrick beef, had his account mass reported by Kendrick fans when they got words of his Family Matter video. All right, and here's some pictures. I tried to contact him earlier to find out what happened with his page, but he made a post, and this is based off of, listen, y'all Kendrick fans, and I know some of y'all are in here. Y'all are relentless. No mercy. Like, Matt's a nice guy, yo. Like, how you put so much pressure on the nigga that, you know, you mass report the man's page? Oof. And I asked him, I sent him a text earlier to see if what happened to the page, but I never heard back from him yet. So we'll see what's popping. Okay, so it says here, and this is from, I guess, at WW Stepper. Morale. Perfect name for a Kendrick stan. So, if you know Mother I Sober, then you understand this is one of the most racist posts I've ever seen today. It's 7 a.m. He's definitely stems from his. Oh, okay. His infidelity stems from slavery, and you bring it back to calling him a liar. Tries to undo the progress he has made, breaking generational curses. Whew. And this is based off of what What's the Dirt says. There was an interview here with Kendrick Lamar where he was asked in the Breakfast Club interview about cheating allegations, different things like that. The problems that he was going through when he was first got engaged to Whitney, his girl, or I don't know what their relationship status is right now. And he kind of went right through the question, basically. He played it off. I could find that Kendrick Lamar interview. We'll find it in a second. But What's the Dirt basically said this. I believe the word is called objectivity. I will show the sides of the coin that gets dismissed and unexplored. It's alarming at how easy Kendrick lies in his interview. Most of you would hear the response and say, what a solid guy. In reality, he was already a habitual cheater and show more. I don't know if that was supposed to be the correct grammatical thing, but let's see if his page is back up. What's the Dirt? Let's look to What's the Dirt, man. Oh, they got my guy under pressure, bro. Yo, look at this right here. Free What's the Dirt. Y'all niggas did him dirty. Wow. Listen, Kendrick fans, I'm sorry. Kendrick won everything. Every song slaps. His old shit slaps. The shit that ain't dropped yet slap. Like, holy shit. You guys are aggressive, man. Holy. This is how you guys put the man under pressure? Let me see if he's on what he's saying on the gram, because this is nasty. Damn. How do Kendrick fans go and get this nigga's page deleted or get this guy's page suspended? Y'all are pieces of shit for that.
You can't tell me What's the Dirt's not a journalist, because all the music journalists didn't figure out 1/1,000,000th of the connections he made in the biggest, most important rap battle of our time. You can't tell me What's the Dirt's not a journalist, because all the music.
Damn. Y'all did the boy What's the Dirt dirty. No pun intended. Listen, this is what he had posted originally because he was getting ready to drop his Family Matters video. This is from July 20th. Family Matters is well underway. The record did not get the attention it deserved. 7-minute track with visuals included. There's a lot also the Buried Alive Part 2 track, which nobody talked about. And it has to be in the video. There has to be in the video as it's such a hard narrative to flip. Phenomenal record. You can call me Ovi Ho. I'm not going to shit on Drake just because that's the cool thing to do these days. Call it how I see it. And this is based off of some of the narratives that people have been saying about him. Right? Big salute to What's the Dirt once again, because in the interview that we did that's dropping tomorrow, he mentions that from his reviews that he's been doing on the records, because he's been slow walking this shit. At first, and he explains also this in the interview, at first he wanted to just, he was getting under the pressure of what the people were saying, like, yo, you need to drop. Like they were on his head top, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when's your next video, bro? Like, what's the hold up? What's the dirt? And then he, I don't know, like he got the pressure off of him when he started realizing that battles are evergreen content. So he decided, instead of trying to rush out all of these different breakdowns, he's going to take his time and go through them song by song and give everybody the most concise breakdown that he can give you. Okay. And I got to salute him for that. That takes a lot of work. Like, I did a documentary piece that took me about a week to finish it. This man's taking more than a month to do his shit.
Artist. I wanted to get like an artist like Mercules or whoever to spit a like.
Let me see if I can put it right here.
He's one of the first people who did that too.
Yeah,
putting out these. So he's a goat, man.
One too, like I do.
I'm not so bad. Now I'm not so bad, because what I've been trying to do now is not read so many of the comments, because while 98% of them are great, there may be like 2% that aren't great. And I tend to dwell on those comments. Like, it's just not good for me. Like, and it's so fucked up because there's, tens of thousands of people saying, you're the best, you're like amazing, go. And then I'm giving the people attention who are saying something negative, and I'm responding to those people when I should be just ignoring them. And at the end of the day, 100% of people are not going to like everything you do, right? Yeah. It's just impossible. But I'm trying to stay away from the YouTube studio and like the comments and shit now these days. And like, you got to look at the man's discography. Like, T- is T-. You know what I mean?
You're on push-ups right now, right? At the time of this recording, you're on push-ups. No, you've done push-ups already.
Family Matters. So far, I did push-ups. I did Tailor Made. I did Euphoria, and I did 616, and now we're on for Family Matters.
And then after that, you're gonna break down Not
Meet
Like
the
Us.
Grams, and then Not Like Us.
Yeah, Meet the Grams.
I'm doing them in order. I'm doing.
So Family Matters is gonna be probably dropping. Hopefully, he drops that this week. Like drop. Like drop that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know he's probably. I don't know if it's ready. Maybe he's still in the editing phase. But he still got more tracks to go. Once he drops that, he still has to, like you just heard him say, he still has to break down Meet the Grams. He still has to break down Not Like Us, which dropped literally right after Meet the Grams. And then he still has to do The Heart Part 6, which a lot of people forgot about, to be honest. Right? So he's got his work cut out for him as far as the rest of this whole Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. But just catching that little snag in the road where the fans basically are not turning on him. Actually, they're low-key kind of turning on him. Because he was in defense, or not in defense, he was just breaking down a lot of Kendrick songs, because Kendrick dropped a lot of songs. And Drake dropped a lot of songs too. But I guess from his back-to-back breakdowns of Kendrick songs, a lot of people were calling him a Drake hater. And they were getting to him in the comments, the Kendrick stans, the bots, and whatever that's out there in these streets. they were really getting on this guy saying that, yo, you don't like Drake. How you in Canada, because he's over there in the West Coast. How are you in Canada and you hate on Drake so much? So he started seeing that narrative going around, and he wanted to lean into, I'm not a Drake hater, I'm just objective. And that's why he posted the whole thing with the OVO clothes that he's going to be wearing for his interview. And he even has it in his on his own page. All right, and we'll get off of this in a second, because I got some dirt bags that are not What's the Dirt. Because What's the Dirt is for a name like him, he's a pretty clean guy. You know what I'm saying? All right. He had a short. Let me see the short. Maybe it's in his community section. There we go. All right, y'all seeing this on the screen? Perfect. Family Matters is well underway. Record did not get. Okay, yeah, same thing that he put up on his Instagram page. Okay, with the picture of the OVO clothes and his notebook here. So he really wanted to make sure that when he does this video right here, Dark Dream, what up? Thanks for the re-membership. Member. He wanted to make sure when he jumps out and shows niggas that he's not a Drake hater. But I think this has backfired on him heavily. And he's also he recanted his statement. Let me see if I could find that in his Instagram. Apparently he recanted his statement. He said that maybe he was a little heavy-handed on what he was saying here on Twitter. And as far as calling Kendrick an all-out liar, because people got offended. But I don't know, man. You got to watch what you say in these internet streets. What's the audio?
He looking compromised. Let's kill the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's people on his neck. Holy shit, man. What's this? Let me make this a little bit bigger. What's this? This comment section? I'll be honest. Hold on. Let me pause this. I'll be honest. I'm from Inglewood, California, and I've always been a casual Kendrick fan. In fact, I wouldn't even go as far as to say that I was somebody that I listened. But after this display, what's some of the early comments? Yeah, I'm just going through these comments quick, fast. Yeah. What's the Dirt gets a lot of love, man. That video that he did where he broke down, where he actually predicted the whole beef was going to start in the first place, that itself is at 8.8 million views. So he's the Nostradamus of this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? Dark Dream, thank you for the donation. Big salute. Big salute. Jeez. But yeah, man, salute to What's the Dirt. Big salute to homie Matt, man. Look out for that interview tomorrow morning on audio platforms, and the video is going to be dropping 6 p.m. We'll do the premiere. Where are we at right now? 2:24. Jesus Christ, I still got some shit to get to. Okay, let's get to it. There's been some dirty shit going down over here in Toronto. Okay, there's been some DJs who have been moving mocky. All right, for my American folks, do not let the actions of these DJs, and listen, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but do not let the actions of any of these DJs reflect on the Toronto audience as a whole. Please and thank you. But from what I see right here, DJ Nati be arrested amid recent SA allegations. Okay, here's his hearing schedule. There's bail hearing schedule. There's supposed to be a few other people that are involved in this as well. And this is courtesy of T.T. I said that already. T.TV. This user says, you know how much evidence they would need to have to arrest him? Lol. Police do not play about R-word allegations because they're so hard to try and convict. Jesus Christ. They need to throw away the key. Glad y'all reported, bro. That's all it takes. And here we go, because there's more than one. Woo! This is crazy. Nasty work. DJ Breezy, DJ Natty B, and DJ Retro are all going viral for SA allegations. So try them. To everyone scared to name names, and this is users the Connie Jen says, to everyone scared to name names, the new allegations are about DJ Breezy. And then somebody else jumps in here. What's with you Toronto DJs and the SA and the R-word allegations? Shaky business. She also responds and says, also, let's not forget Natty B has serious allegations against him. Yikes. Nasty work. Listen, man, when it comes to stuff like this, it's hard to just be like, that's how y'all are moving, because these are wild allegations that you don't want on you. But to be honest, even if proven innocent at some point in time, and Dark Dream, once again, thanks for the donation. Big salute. Yo, the emojis on these are crazy. Facts. When it comes to stuff like this, even if they're found innocent in the end of the day, and listen, that's going to be a long road before we even find that out. When shit like this is already alleged on you, it's hard to get that dirt off of you, yo. What's this? I know you guys outside, what's going on with these DJs outside. Bear RP, let's use a different. Bear Grapey Utes spinning tracks is not bless. This person responds, question marks. Hearing from my caddy that Natty B Ute, they DJ Breezy Ute, and a DJ Retro Ute, all grape gal. That's crazy. I don't book 2/3 of them anymore. They're just on some weird shit and conflict and some conflict outside. I can't have that around my brand, but all the more reason to put change in their pockets. Not put change in their pockets. My bad. I guess this is a promoter. Sounds like a promoter. Yeah, Crow. Yo, this is some real Toronto slang going on here. Yeah, Crow. Had to ask you still. You be throwing bear parties and shit. Yeah, it is a promoter. Yikes. I don't know what this word blanked out is. I guess somebody's name. Showed my caddy, the Retro and Natty Ute confirmed info. I don't know that Breezy guy, but she heard shit about him too. Had to show you still. Yeesh, put a name in there. Shauna F's with your events, but don't book those weirdos. Still true or false? As a man, how do you have that on your name? Didn't I just say that? And then I don't know, name blanked out again. Redacted. Redacted knows who the girls are. Sending my prayers to them. That's effed up. The Retro Ute was before COVID. I don't know the girls like that. I'll get the names. God damn. No wonder they call this page T.TV. They got some tea. Holy shit. Somebody gave these guys everything. Redacted knows who the girls are sending. Okay. The retro you is COVID. If you post this, scratch my caddy's name, my caddy's name, and my name, Crow. But I had to holler at you since you're outside and shit. Okay, don't say a word. Appreciate it, broski. Oh, can't have that word on the screen. Not TB. I know he had a cipher not so long ago. Hold on. Let's pull up some shit. Let's go up on YouTube. While I'm going up on YouTube, I want to give a big salute to Master Move Rise. Okay. Anytime you see me on YouTube, the YouTube Premium Break is brought to you by Master Move Rise. Get your hands on the collabos, all the good shit that they got going on. Hit them up on their Instagram page, master-move-rise, and get you some. I'm going to switch cameras here for a second. I'm going to play a little piece of the cipher. The cipher with Barry, yeah.
Yeah, and I'ma say it like this. Yeah, I put the singing down and pick the rapping up from SoundCloud to Spotify. Genuine what I personify, something that the market doesn't want to buy. Cause y'all know I don't got a rapper voice, and I never really had a choice. But fuck it though, I still gotta try. Give a fuck if shit gets demonetized. Pull up to the studio, lights reach with a tight beat. They purchase now. Fuck a feature, I'ma turn it down. On my music time, this ain't worth a while. Had to utilize my learning styles. I was born to shoot like Stephen Curry shout. They gon' feel the pressure when you versatile. I won't even mention I can spit a reference harder than your best shit. You can even help but give a nervous smile. Like, wait, hold up. Ain't nobody more enthused. Hit him with the 42. Farewell, it was nice knowing you. They put you on the morning news. The sources said.
Okay, we're not doing that today. Salute to you, but this is the Naughty B gentleman here. My bad, gang. I had to switch camera. My camera was getting hot. We're way past the 2-hour mark.
Yo, it's your boy DJ Natty B, and we are here on the road.
I don't know if y'all could say, oh, well, he looks like a rapist, but like, I don't know.
To Caravana 2K23. Last year you got the movie experience. Now we got it compacted. They said I got to give you the real experience, so I'm going to cut it down as best as I can. Listen, make sure you guys stay locked in. We're going out today. We're going out Saturday. We're going out Sunday. We're going out Monday. The whole weekend's going to be crazy. And then after that, it is Natty's World. If you guys aren't staying locked in, I don't know what to tell you. It's Natty B or nothing. What do we tell them? Viral movie. Bow. Let's go.
I looked at the ceiling, I'm looking at the sky, I'm looking at the watch, I'm looking at everything. Shout out all the photographers and videographers on the inside. Y'all need to make some noise.
Okay, well, listen, man. We ain't getting into all that. I don't care enough like that, bro. Damn, bro. He was a good youth too. We were supposed to link up and do an interview, actually, to be honest. Right? But we just never made it happen. Let me fix something here. I don't like how they got me looking all glossy and shit. But yes, I don't want to say salute to Naughty B. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today at all. But yeah, you got to clean this up, bro. Like I said before, you know, even if people come out on the other end and they're like, oh, it was all fake. It's all lies. You know, people like to see the headline. They don't see the retraction after, right? So I don't know what you're going to have to do to clean this up, but you're going to have to clean this up, my nigga. Eek. A few more topics I want to get into. You're going to get through these topics today. I'm going to skip the game catching a predator. One second here. We'll pull up my homie Justin Hunt because I want to discuss this whole ASAP Rocky thing. Okay, ASAP Rocky's supposed to be gearing up, getting ready to go at Drake. Apparently, he's got a whole clip of songs that are going to be coming out. Let me ask you all a quick question in the poll here. Let's do a quick poll. Are y'all looking forward to new ASAP Rocky stuff? Okay, we'll end this last poll. Will Tory Lanez win his appeal? Was the last question I was asking. New question. New question. Oh man, dark as hell. This shit is dark as hell without my proper cam. New question is, are y'all checking for ASAP Rocky? Okay. In 2024. All right, let's be a little bit more specific. In 2024. I was a fan of ASAP Rocky's music. I'm not gonna act like I'm a hater of ASAP Rocky. I think ASAP Rocky had some good albums. Long Live ASAP was a good album. Was that the one that had the gray cover on it? But let's pull up the homie Justin Hunt's review. He breaks it down a little bit better than me. Let's get into it. Salute to Justin Hunt. Salute to the company, man.
Supporting the channel by donating. Punch yourself in the face. Okay. We've only seen the first 2 rounds of this. There's a story that just broke yesterday. DJ Cast One. He was on Hot 97 with Ebro Rosenberg, and he was talking about the new upcoming ASAP Rocky album, right? He's got a new album on the way. Hopefully it'll drop in 2024. This is such a fire year anyway for music. But let's see if we get a new ASAP Rocky album. But it's called Don't Be Dumb. And Rocky's been showing the album to different people, having some private listenings around the release. And so he went on Hot 97 and he talked about what he's heard from the album so far. Here's what Cast One says. Cast One says he's heard portions of the album. There's a mix of high-profile features, but also as far as Rocky addressing the elephant that is the discord between himself and Drizzy, right? So here's the quote from Cass. I heard songs being played. I heard Slick Rick on it. That's dope. That's really dope, actually.
Okay.
I always appreciate A$AP Rocky for sure.
I ain't mad. He got a Slick Rick feature. And for the people who don't know, I think his name is Rakim, right? So he was named after the rapper Rakim.
In love to MCs and artists who came before him. You know, he showed a lot of love to Houston. His name is Rakim.
See, I just said that.
And he named his son RZA. Like, I love that stuff. So I love hearing Slick Rick is going to be on the project. Cast One continues. He says, that was amazing. I also heard A$AP Rocky definitely addressing a lot of the main topics that are happening out here right now. Let's just say the list keeps going on strong, right? So after that, after Cast One says that about Rocky's album, Ebro asks him if he's going to respond to Drake, if he's going to say anything else about Drake. So here's what the article says. Upon being asked if his veiled allusion to Rocky responding to Drake means the two are still at odds and the Harlem native is still on the OVO boss's hit list, Cast One makes it clear that Rocky will not be holding back or missing his words or actions when it comes to his former collaborator. Oh, he's going to be cemented on the list after this, he forewarned of Drake's likely reaction to Rocky's looming musical releases. Okay, now.
Okay, so, and salute to Justin Hunt. I'm also going to pull up the interview here. DJ Cass, is that his name? Hot 97. No. This is one of their more recent thing. They just had Rap Man on there. Are y'all... If that's Drake, okay, in this position right here, should he be worried about A$AP Rocky coming with a lyrical onslaught? Can it get ugly for him? I don't see this guy's interview in here. Well, ain't that some shit? They don't even have the interview.
Mike, check.
Let's see here.
And the Harlem native
Cast, DJ Cast. Let's look him up. DJ Cast. Something from 3 years ago, 7 years ago, 1 year ago. This because they have their own DJ. They have DJ Cast 1, right? Let's do this. ASAP Rocky. No. Well, ASAP Rocky Drake rollout, eh?
You're confirming that you heard this on an ASAP Rocky's upcoming album.
I found it. Yeah, I heard songs being played. I heard
It's probably from the radio.
Slick Rick.
Oh, the ruler.
Yeah, that was amazing. The ruler.
What?
And then and I also heard ASAP Rocky.
Oh, it was their own DJ Cast, DJ Cast 1.
Definitely addressing a lot of the main topics that are happening out there right now.
So it's gonna be interessante.
Let's just say the list keeps going on strong.
So you're saying Rocky's still on Drake's list is what I hear you saying.
Oh no, he's gonna be cemented on the list after this.
Should Drake be worried about ASAP Rocky? I'll answer the question myself from my point of view. I say no. I guess Rocky does have some kind of equity, some kind of power in the music industry from his past work. We're not going to act like Rocky don't have a resume. But before this Drake beef, this nigga's been spotty on dropping albums. He's been more of a model than a rapper. And then after when him and Rihanna got together, he became like a background dancer. With all due respect. Okay. Background dancer. He could be low-key security. I know he's the baby daddy, so like he has a higher role he has a higher thing, level in the hierarchy. But at the same time, he became more of Rihanna's bag handler. He just didn't have the same oomph when it came to the music game. After him and Rihanna got together, he dropped a video, right? ASAP Rocky dropped a music video with Rihanna in it. I remember that not too long ago. Let's see how much views ASAP Rocky's music gets. Because we're not going to act like he's not somebody. He's still a somebody. Okay, this one from 5 years ago got 45 million views on it. Let's see what his most recent shit was. A month ago. 121,000 views on it. That not make it, Bridget. This one from a year ago, 10 million. A month ago and then 11 months ago. Like, what the hell, broski? I just don't really feel I don't feel like I would be worried if I was Drake. This isn't really, it's not really a big cause for concern that ASAP Rocky is going to start dissing me. Like, if I was Drake, I wouldn't even respond, to be honest. Like, bruh, like, why are you still like, yeah, get off of me. You're like a flea, like a gnat. Like, damn. I know these guys could be like, yo, we smashed each other's girl. Okay, ha ha ha. Hear a little bit of this. But who cares? What's guanin? This is not even a music video. These guys frustrate me, man. Like, why is this even a news story? I guess I should be part of the blame for this too. Because who the hell cares if ASAP Rocky is going to say something to you? Like, if I'm Drake, I'll be like, bro, I'll say whatever I want whenever I want to you, fam. You can't rap half as good as me. I don't care how much ghostwriters y'all say I got. You ain't as good as my worst ghostwriter. If that's how people want to spin it. Okay? Like, I don't know. Maybe Cast One's throwing this nigga under the bus, bro. Because it's just saying shit like that, like as if he's gonna have some fire that's gonna end Drake's career. Like, shut up, B. I don't even like talking like this. Like, I like ASAP Rocky shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking for lyrical abilities when it comes to ASAP Rocky's music. I'm just looking for a good song, a nice hook, some swag.
Nigga, you got me fucked up. I can give a fuck about a list.
I just like the videos. The videos be cool. But as far as from just listening to his shit, I'm not like, yo, when ASAP Rocky said, yo, when he said this, oh, my fashion be so drippy. Like, nah, B, we're not here for that. Just don't get too lyrical. Like, don't hurt yourself, fam. Don't hurt yourself. So, like, what is he really gonna say to Drake? He's just gonna swag on Drake? He had that little bar that he said on the last Metro Boomin album. It was trash. As far as battles go, if you weren't battling a nigga, I'd be like, all right, that's a cool bar. But like, it's not, you're not a battle rapper. It'd be like hearing Future in a battle rap. It's the same, it's the equivalent thing. Like, there's a percentage of rappers that came in after a certain point where lyricism wasn't the main thing that drove their music. Where it's like, if y'all get into a battle, you just don't get into a battle. There's not even a thing. I can't even give a scenario. Just don't get into a battle. We ain't trying to hear that shit. Okay? And I know y'all are going to call me a Drake, cock buffer, all the different euphemisms that y'all be having for people who are not, anti-Drake. Well, facts is facts. Like, come on, B. Calm down. Nobody ain't trying to hear, oh, ASAP Rocky scathing this to Drake. He could be saying the most foulest shit. If he doesn't say it in a hot way, ain't nobody gonna care, B. Let me check the poll over here. 11%, 55% of y'all will be checking for ASAP's new shit in 2024. So it's not so bad. And I'll check for it too. Don't get me wrong. I'll check for your new shit. And I'll listen to the Drake diss. But bruh, calm down. Calm down. It's not that serious, bro. You ain't gonna be hurting nobody. No diss tunes. Okay? I don't even have a lot to say about that. Just say what you gotta say, get it out the way, and then let the real rappers rap. Okay? Okay, buddy. Let the real rappers get to what they do. All right, we ain't trying to hear that. Last couple of things I want to get to before we get out of here. I want to just go to the left quick second. Let me just look up something because there's been a lot brewing, and I'll be remiss if I didn't cover any of this stuff. Mr. Beast, he's been having a lot of pressure when it comes to his whole thing with Chris Tyson or Chris Ava Tyson. There's been a video that dropped not too long ago, and I think the view count on it must be at like 8 million at this point or something like that. Let's look it up here. Mr. Beast. It's gotta pop up near the top. I feel like that video is low-key shadow banned. Here it is. Dog Pack 404. It's got 7.1 million views on it right now. Okay, when I first seen the video, It had, I think, 3 million views on it. And besides the whole Ava Chris Tyson stuff and, you know, the PDF file allegations and all the different nasty things that have been going on around him, the one thing that really, and to me, that shocked me. I was like, ugh, this is nasty shit. But at the same time, what really, really shocked me, and maybe I'm like one of those old heads who just watch something, or I can get fooled by a telemarketer or something, but I thought a lot of this shit was real that this nigga was doing. Watch this.
Away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with Mr. Beast in a way that benefits Mr. Beast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day. Some of them feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos. Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of Mr. Beast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what Mr. Beast tells you, and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a Mr. Beast employee. So young, impressionable viewers are made to—
That's nasty shit. This is the thing that really got me. It's this guy here.
And 7.
The guy who does the
You know,
competition.
because what we do is not scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah.
I'm
What
gonna
we do
ask
is
y'all, I'm gonna
scripted.
put up a new
Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video? No. But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor, a secret employee at Mr. Beast. They haven't got through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! Yeah! What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Let's talk about—
I just put up a poll right here, and salute to Dogpack 404. Apparently, this is part 1. He's got another one on the way. That's going to be exposing more. I don't know what else he's got to expose. This video right here is 53 minutes long. And just in the first 6 minutes, like, he went in. But this right here is what killed me. This guy.
And 7 bathrooms.
What are you going to spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my list 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not a CGI, but it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at Mr.
This contestant is an actor and a secret employee. This guy has been in mad competitions trying to get the money. There's one where he lost because he couldn't put the cookie together, and it was the dreaded cookie that he couldn't. Like, fam, I watched Mr. Beast videos. I'm not like a kid, like how these little his main audience is, but I watched the videos. They're very entertaining, very well produced.
Mr. Beast. They haven't got through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Do you guys know who this guy is? Have you all seen him in videos before? Let me know in the comments if you've seen this guy, this Matt guy in videos before. This is the one that hurt me, B.
You did it! Yeah! What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former Mr. Beast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at Mr. Beast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him. Only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more, like a
douchebag.
Turns to Eric and says, "How do I fly this thing?" And Eric just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Disgusting. This right here too, nasty. Watch this.
So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using Mr. Beast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is Mr. Beast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious? You know, you don't accidentally.
Jesus Christ, bro. 1 second.
Yo, what's up?
What's poppin', bro?
Damn, where could I find the link to this video? It sounds pretty informative and entertaining.
Oh, it's you. What's going on,
It's
man?
me again. Shit, I never knew Mr. Beast could betray his audience like that.
You watch Mr. Beast videos, right?
But it's not a surprise that he would do something like this. I mean, he's getting exposed for the first time in 2024, but it's not a surprise, sadly.
Did you know that his videos were fake?
Yeah, my brother told me they were fake.
How did he know?
He knew because he knew it back in 2023.
Yeah, but like,
guessing.
you know, when you're watching the videos, obviously Mr. Beast spends a lot of money on his videos. They're big productions. To me, I thought they were real.
Yeah, you know how it's fake? If it's too good to be true, it's fake. If it's too good to be true, it's fake. Shit.
Yeah. So, have you been keeping up with the whole thing with this guy, with Chris Ava Tyson and everything like that? Are you going to be watching Mr. Beast's videos moving forward?
No, I'll probably unsubscribe and block him.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it, but my suspicions have now been confirmed. I always knew it was too good to be true, but now it's confirmed.
Damn.
Maybe we should start like a mainstream movement. Boycott Mr. Beast. Block him on all platforms. Start with the regular people at the bottom, and it goes all the way to the top. Maybe we should start a movement against Mr. Beast until he becomes honest in his work. If there's redemption with a star.
He can switch that. Okay, let's say he starts moving forward and he can prove that all his stuff is all honest. It's not, there's nothing fake about it, right? Yeah. What about his homie or his homegirl? I don't want to misgender.
The transgender guy? Oh, that guy's a bad influence for kids and shit.
And also be careful with your words, but yeah.
Yeah. It's not a good influence. It's like one day you're a boy and the next day you want to be a girl. Like, what the is that?
So here we have subscribers in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
It says down 50%.
Shit. Could you search in more specific who the subscribers are? Imagine if you did.
Yeah, I wish. And also you have to get like an upgraded version of Social Blade to be able to get really deep into the weeds when it comes to this. Let's see the future projection.
Oh yeah. Shit, it's like reading stocks and shit. I mean, start with the thing.
So okay, here we got over the last 2 months. Prediction 333 million subscribers. In the next 4 months, it's gonna go up another, I don't know, a couple of 100,000.
I would say Mr. Beast a scammer, you know.
You think he's a scammer?
Yeah, he scams people, yeah, gullible people, naive people. I don't even use that word a lot, naive, but shoot, I called somebody naive and I almost got punched.
Okay, here's a breakdown day by day. His subscribers are still going up. Right now, he's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might. He lost one in you, but do you think he'll lose more?
I think he'll lose more if the video gets out more. Like people spread the message of the video. Like if they spread it out on more platforms, more sharing, more word of mouth, then maybe a few 100,000 people could unsubscribe and block that guy.
Now, you see this video here that I just showed you, and this is courtesy, once again, of Dog Pack 404. Go to check out his YouTube channel. You and whoever else, let me subscribe. Here's the thing with him. It's hard to find his YouTube or find this video because I think YouTube is shadow banned it.
Oh yeah, the guy got blacklisted.
Gotta remember, Mr. Beast is the biggest content creator on YouTube, period.
Do you think Mr. Beast could have him whacked for snitching?
I think he could. Would he? I don't know. I don't know if he would, but I'm sure he has enough money that he could.
Because if that dude gets duppied, you know, that's it for that expose.
Yeah, because there's supposed to be a part 2 coming out just now.
Part 2? Wait. What's the name of the channel?
Dog Pack 404.
Dog Pack 404. Okay.
Let's watch a little bit.
Let me put that in my Google.
All right, let's play a little bit more of this.
Guys, I have a small chance to win, which Mr. Beast is well aware of this flaw in human mental arithmetic.
At past a certain point, the average human is like large sum of money, click. And like larger sum of money doesn't really impact the viewing experience.
So also the larger your audience is, the more profitable a lottery will be. Anyway, Mr. Beast wanted the cheapest product possible to use for these CTA giveaways. Basically a piece of paper, but you obviously couldn't sell a piece of paper without getting backlash. So
I knew it about the Feastables too. He said he uses 5 ingredients, but nope. It's
yeah, they
impossible to
changed
make
it.
anything with 5 ingredients.
It was 5 ingredients, I guess, at first they were saying, but then they switched the ingredients to just what every other chocolate bar has.
And now he's selling fake chocolate too.
Did you see the thing about? And I'm glad that you jumped on the line because you're literally the demographic that watches this shit. My bad. Did you see the thing about rearranging or cleaning up the shelves for the Feastables?
Oh yeah, they were doing something like that. I didn't see them in the store today either.
But like, have you ever like seen the details to that competition? Like, if you clean the shelf, like if you seen a shelf with Feastables and it looks all messed up and out of, you know, the chocolates are out of order or whatever. If you clean it up and then you send them a picture, then you get entered into a sweepstakes.
Yeah. But not a lot of people win. They only let the selected ones win that. The guy himself personally selected. Even though you would get a chance, or at least they would claim.
So let me ask you a question as somebody who's in this demo. Are you susceptible to this? Like when you watch it, are you like, yo, I want to join this. I want to get some Feastables. Like,
oh yes, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of subscribing to Mr. Beast before everything. I have my suspicions, but I was also guilty of believing Mr. Beast lies sometimes. It's just my brother who just tried to inform me. I didn't believe my brother at first. I thought he was being crazy and shit, but now, I don't know.
Listen to your bro, man. Your bro's speaking facts.
It's like my younger bro, so I don't know. He's like a nerd. I don't believe what he says, but I gotta believe what he says now.
Well, it's younger or older that he's seen it there. This guy made a whole 53-minute video, but your bro seen that from 2023.
Yeah, he said it's too good to be true, and I was like, "What do you mean? Is it could be AI?" And then I said, "How do you know about AI?" And he says, "Well, remember I'm younger than Gen Z. The guy's like 10 years younger than me, like right now 12 years old, and I'm like 19."
Wow.
The guy knows more about AI than me. I was like, I wish I could be in that contest and get that money. And you know what he told me? That cash that Mr. Beast gives is also fake. Counterfeit cash, crime number 1. Crime number 2, selling fake product, like chocolate. Crime number 3, defrauding the audience. Crime number 4, all of them combined.
Yo, you spitting facts, bro.
Like they should do a lawsuit on this guy, but since he's white, they won't put no lawsuits on this guy.
You're right, and you might be wrong because I think Mr. Beast he's under an attack. There's a hit piece being done on him right now. Yeah. Besides his employee or his friend having all of the controversy that's happening around him, as far as him himself, there's a concerted effort, I think, to bring Mr. Beast down, and it's been brewing for months
or years, I would say.
Yes, but over the years, he's done so much things like, you know, giving sight to people or water to people in Africa,
That's too good to be true. Like, why would he help people in another country he doesn't know anything about? Shit, he should go to India. They need help too, but he don't go there. He's pretty selective about who he helps too.
I think he went to India.
Really?
I'm not sure, but like he did a lot of stuff. And
Well, as long as he doesn't give people the European diseases and shit. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you, but like, you see, the thing is, he seems like he's coming from a good place. And in his videos, he's like, I just want to help people. I make a lot of money. I've seen a lot of his interviews. He's like, I just want to help people.
Yeah, I just hope the eye surgeries ain't fake, because if it's fake, boy.
Jeez.
I'm just saying, I don't want it to be dark, the conversation.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think about it.
No, you're right, man. You're right. You're spitting facts, bro. So you're off of Mr. Beast in closing before we get off of this.
Yeah, I'm off of Mr. Beast. I don't want to watch him anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the part 2 of the hit piece though.
Listen, man, I'm gonna be looking out for that. And when that happens, I'll definitely be reviewing it, man.
Yeah, review that. I'll come in the next review. Bye.
All right, so listen, bro. We're gonna tap in soon. I'm gonna move on to my last news story here. I'm like 3 hours and change in.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk soon though, brother. Thanks for tapping in.
Peace.
Peace, brother. Salute to that brother right there, man. He's a few weeks ago, he had a quick issue with his mom Dukes. Mom Dukes wasn't trying to hear him on the line talking about Drake and all that type of stuff. But salute to him, man. And salute to his moms. Last thing I want to get to. Just a little quick political spin for a quick second. Because it's been getting crazy in these streets when it comes to this politics stuff, man. This whole Kamala Harris joining the race. Hip-hop has become heavily involved. It's to the point right now between Republicans and Democrats. It's who got more hip-hop influence, who gets more love in the hip-hop community at this point. And then that seems like who's going to win the battle. So, for example, we covered the Amber Rose speech that she did at the Republican convention. We got Chief Keef right here. He says Trump 2024. This is from his Instagram page. He's standing in front of the podium. He got this cup of lean. He's got the bottle. He's ready to support Big 4-5. And then here we got over here.
On the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
She's hip.
Donald Trump.
She's hip. Right, Meg Thee Stallion in the building. So I think Quavo was supporting her too. What's this? Is this new? An hour ago. Drake celebrating world boss freedom. Yeah, man, salute the world boss. Free him, yes. Okay, let's get back to this. I swear I seen Quavo showing his love for Kamala Harris. And then look, on the other side, Lil Pump. Kamala Harris isn't even black. She's Indian. She's locked up over 1,500 people for weed-related crimes and then laughed about it years later. The worst VP in American history, Trump 2024. Okay, courtesy of the most irrelevant rapper in the world right now. However, Trump likes this guy. Why Trump keep on hanging with Lil Pump? What's the deal with that? There's more links I think I have. Is there more? We covered the Meg Thee Stallion part. Oh, Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder clapped back too. Let me pull up the boy one the tweet here. He was like, hey, yo. Where is it? Right here, right here. And salute to academics where I'm finding all of this info right here. Well, I seen the tweet also, right? Or the comment. Twerking at a presidential rally is insane. All right. Yeah, this has become a real hip hop oriented thing. Also, we can't forget Chef G. And was it Sleepy Hollow? I don't know if it was Sleepy Hollow. It was one of Chef G and somebody else that went up on stage and they were endorsing Trump. Let me see. Who y'all got? I'm gonna ask this. Who y'all got? And we'll ask over here. Harris or Trump? I know on YouTube they have a bunch of shit on this right now. All right, there's this next dude, this white dude that be out there. What's that white guy's name? That with the beard. He looks like his beard is painted on. And he's been a Trump supporter from time. A lot of people are also saying that from the media that I watch, that black men support Trump and the black women are who are supporting Harris. Is this facts? Who's in the chat from America? Yolanda Adams, you're from America, no? You're from somewhere out there. I forgot what city you're from. But I've been hearing that a lot. No, okay, you're over here in Canada. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. That the black vote is very divided when it comes to Kamala Harris and Trump. Oh, you're in New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey is a blue state. No, New Jersey's a red state. If I'm not mistaken, right? I think more people would vote conservative or vote Republican in New Jersey, maybe Newark and different places like that. And this is just stereotypical as far as what way people think about the voting out there, right? Yeah, it's a blue state. There we go. See, I be knowing my shit. But as far as the more concentrated areas like Newark and other places over there, I don't remember all of the Jersey hot spots. Maybe they might be leaning a little bit more into the Democratic side of things. Okay. But yeah, from what I've been hearing, a lot of black men, and it's been showing as far as like from the hip hop side of things. I can't say that hip hop reflects all things that are going on in America. Right. But as far as from what I've been seeing from the outside, the way the media spins it, that a lot of brothers are like pro-Trump this year. And a lot of women, black women, are leaning on more of the Kamala Harris side of things. Listen, politics is a very divisive thing. That's why they say a lot of times, like, you shouldn't discuss religion or politics when you're having conversations with people, because it can get real nasty. You know, you start seeing people's points of views and then shaping your opinions on the way that person is because of the point of view that they gave you. It can get real. It can get weird. You feel me? But there's just so much hip hop coverage of this. For example, I have this Lil Pump barrage of tweets. Kamala Harris needs Megan Thee Stallion's shaking ass to have people show up to her rally. Donald Trump needs himself to have people show up to his rally. That's not true. He had Hulk Hogan. He had friggin' Amber Rose, who I mentioned earlier. Don't do that, bro. One person is powered by the people. The other is powered by the establishment. Jeez. Lil Pump is talking like this? Really? I didn't know Lil Pump was so political. Kamala Harris should have booked Killer Mike for a rally instead of Megan Thee Stallion or Megan Thee Stallion. I think he spelled it wrong. This is an embarrassment to our country. I didn't know this nigga was so passionate about politics. Holy frog, broski. Yeah, this stuff has become very weird when it comes to the hip hop audience. It's like a lot of money has just been thrown around. Like Sway Lee's in this shit. The money we sent away, every American citizen could have gotten a minimum of 200 grand. Think about it. I'm not gonna read all that, bro. I just know it's this nigga. He says at the end of all of this whole long ass rant that y'all can see on the screen here, do not vote for Kamala. Do your research on the whole camp. Okay? Man against Kamala. And then you got a woman like Meg Thee Stallion over there shaking ass for Kamala. Division between black men and black women in America right now, as far as it goes in the hip-hop community. And the hip-hop community just is overarching in a lot of different communities. Not everybody believes the things or agrees with the points and opinions of a Sexy Red. Okay, but Sexy Red, I guess you can say, is a Trump supporter. So she, but she's the opposite of anything that women are into. Okay, she's like the woman antichrist for a lot of women out there, or a lot of women out here too. You know what I'm saying? So if women are into Kamala Harris or women are voting Democrat, she like, oh, vote for Trump. He gonna get his reparations. Maybe. Like I said, and I've said multiple times when I bring this shit up, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm over here in Canada. I can't vote. If I had the ability to vote, I would probably have to hold my vote to myself. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to just throw that shit out there, whether I'd vote for Trump or Harris or any of them. I probably have to sit this one out, B. Because no matter how much, in a lot of ways, Trump is the better choice, he's still crazy too. So, in the end of the day, people are just choosing the lesser of two evils. And that's always been the case with politics. It's never not been the case. You're always choosing the lesser two evils. So, Trump can promise us a bunch of shit or promise y'all a bunch of shit, and he gets in office, does some of it, and then a whole bunch of other shit doesn't get done. Same thing with Harris. All right, you're not going to you might get different kinds of results, but in the end of the day, we all still going to have to hustle. We all still going to have to do our thing. It's not going to make a difference completely in our whole bottom line. You know what I'm saying? But salute to both parties. We'll see what happens in November. I think I will end it there. We're at 3 hours and 19 minutes. Holy shit. Broski. Yeah, chat. Like I said earlier, What's the Dirt interview is dropping tomorrow morning on all listening platforms. Look out for the video premiering at 6 p.m. We get a lot of information in that video right there. And hopefully he gets his Twitter page back. And, y'all Kendrick fans, calm down. Stop hating on my boy. Sometimes he makes mistakes. Okay? It wasn't the worst thing that anybody's ever said about Kendrick. But until then, we'll be tapping in real soon. If there's any big emergencies that pop off, we'll be popping back in on another live. But until then, look out for the new episode. And I'll be posting information on what we're going to be doing for episode 500 real soon. All right? Y'all have a good evening. We are off of this. Deuces.